Hi, people. Everyone asked for me to be here, so you better be here. I'm having someone check to see who is here. Ernest, if you come over here, I will give you a link. Benjamin, Lindsay, if you come over, I will give you a link.
Sugar pie.
Who else do we like? Jimbo, you can have a link. Who else do we like that wouldn't already be here? I mean, we like Jimbo, but yeah, that's the only two I'm opening this to. Hey, Sugar Pie. This is your fault, by the way, so if this is a shit show, I'm blaming you. Unless you want to come on panel. Then I'll give you a pass. Did I lose Lindsay? Or Leslie? I think I lost Leslie. I lost Leslie. Oh, hang on. She's back.
It's my fault, baby.
She's back.
Stand.
I dropped my
It
phone and you can't
It
leave
is
it.
your fault, Jimbo. You can share it
What
if
do
you
you
want,
say?
Sugar Pie. I don't give a shit who comes over here. Hi, Donna.
It's one of them kind of lives, Sugar Pie.
I will let anyone and everyone voice their opinions. Just don't be hateful towards Leslie. That's my only rule. You're never to be rude to my guests.
I don't think nobody would. Not
No,
nobody from your side
I'm
of
pretty
YouTube
sure that.
would anyway.
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone that's going to come in here right now probably loves both of us. So
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they wanted me to go live because they just want to hear us be vulgar and cuss and speak our opinions. Like, let's be real. It's almost 4 a.m.
And be mean. Yeah, because some of us don't sleep.
I don't know what sleep is at night. It's the
Vampires.
weirdest thing ever. Like,
And
who
I
sleeps at
never was
night?
like that. Normal
You have to be up
people.
at. I mean, you have to be up at night to enjoy the Christmas lights.
Seeing how it gets dark at 5 o'clock, you can't enjoy them in the evening. You got to wait till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Who likes Christmas lights at 5 p.m.? No one.
Yeah.
Who would do such a thing?
Only at 3 a.m.
That's right. They're the best at the witching hour.
Exactly.
I went to bed about.
I love Leslie. I want her to be my bodyguard when I go live. I'm
About
sorry,
6
Donna.
o'clock
She's
is when.
mine. She is my
Donna.
bodyguard. It's a family bond.
Miss Donna knows I always got her back. She's always got mine too. I love Donna and Sugar Pie.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3,
I don't know
4.
who Danielle is.
No, there's only 3 commenting, 14 watching, so we got 11 stalkers.
Come on out the bushes.
And counting. Yeah, we're not that mean. Come on, you can speak freely.
Tell her you know who Danielle is.
Oh, FYI, I do know who Danielle is, so no panics there. I do know who it is. They're just under a different account than normal. You should feel safe here, the stand. We stand the
scared,
stand.
brother.
We love the stand.
Oh, he said he felt safe. I was like, he knows he don't have to be scared over here.
I get blocked. That one comment wasn't towards you. It was to I didn't even see you, Crime. So Jimbo's gonna have to answer that because I couldn't answer it. Carol. I just started stalking. Just got home. Oh, Carol, you're not a stalker. I know who you are.
No, I don't think you're blocked.
Hi, Miss
Crimes
Depp. I know
have
who you are
consequences.
too.
Seems like I seen one of your last comments before the live ended. I don't think you're. I don't think you're blocked. Well, I know you're not.
Carol. I know from Sunny, but like, was it you before? Okay. I was like, I knew I knew the name before that. So.
Yep.
Me and Carol go way back. She just don't know how way back it is.
Yes.
That's how me and Jimbo was. We went way back and didn't even realize how way back we actually.
And I know who Misstep is. I was running behind on the stream. It could have been over. Yeah, I'm not sure. Crimes have consequences. If anyone
It
wants to come
man.
up and address their issues, I'm more than willing to let you. If
You better take
anyone,
full advantage of it.
yeah, because I don't just let anybody
This
talk.
don't happen often.
I will drop a link if anybody wants to come up. Um, that includes most asshats. There's a few that I'm just like, yeah, I don't have time for you. But there are a few. I will let up here tonight.
Yeah, that was a great live, Jimbo.
I just wish I would have got more questions asked and answered. I'm offended. I thought he wanted to question me, and then yeah.
Well, you know what?
He couldn't even tell me how many arrests he had. I'm like, Jesus. It was a simple question. I didn't even come with hard questions this time.
Because he could not say the word 0.
My first interview with him was much harder. I don't know what's so difficult about that.
He don't. He can't face the truth. He can't. When he starts hearing
Way
the
back
truth
before Sonny had.
repetitively in his head, it's over. He's done.
Yeah, I know, Carol. Carol, I'm sitting beside someone you really used to enjoy watching. You might still watch them. I don't know. Hi, Faith Over Fear. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith over you. He should have knew better to begin with.
I wasn't even like. I mean, to be fair, was I even mean? I thought I was pretty nice.
Yes.
Well, some mothers might have
I've
a
seen.
different opinion.
I mean, I don't feel like I was absolutely rude until he called me out on my name, and then I got a little heated. But I feel like I was pretty nice other than that moment.
Yeah, right.
They don't realize how mean we can really get. So what they do see, they think that we really are mean, but they've
Right,
not
and I don't
seen the real mean.
right, and I don't even care that he called me out on my name. It's like just continue the interview, answer the questions. It's not that deep, but you don't have to be disrespectful to do so. You don't have to like my questions. You don't have to like me. Doesn't mean you got to be an asshat.
He shut you down and stopped answering because
Despicable.
he didn't want
I
to have
almost
to
forgot.
account for anything.
He will go
Because
live in 10 minutes. Yeah, probably.
he knows those answers to the questions that she asked can be debunked, and he didn't have no answers for them.
Yeah, he wants to call me a liar, but then he doesn't want to answer questions. But he doesn't want to answer questions because he knows I can prove him wrong. But I'm such a liar.
The only comeback he had was calling you
A bitch.
a bitch.
And that my number's
Yeah.
on a fucking stall bathroom. Like, okay.
Yeah, how 13-year-old.
Good luck
I
finding
love
that.
when
Please prove it. We need to go write it because you fucking had somebody search it.
Yeah, probably. Him and his team.
His team's a joke. No, you guys were
sugar
great.
pie. He can't gaslight me and chaotic. He can't
We're the
do
last
that.
two he
Like I
wants to
said, he
try and do
should have
that
known
with.
better. That's why I told him when that's like the third time he tried to twist me up and say, well, was we driving? Was we parked? It doesn't matter. Tell him if we were standing on our head, that's not the point. The point is, it happened. Tell the truth. That easy.
I don't know who you are, S1, but hello.
What a gas tank.
I think it's a battery. This is why I normally run dual items to.
Yeah, pussy.
Donna, um, I ain't in Kentucky
Yeah,
right at the moment.
this is chaotic other life in YouTube.
My secondary
Other
life.
side. Yeah.
My third. I guess it would be my third side.
Yeah, your third side.
I have so many sides on YouTube.
Yeah. Like the beauty
I have the
side.
serious side, the asshole side, and the spooky side.
Yep.
I'll guarantee you he watched her live when you told it. He knew what you said. Yeah, but this is the weird thing. All these little channels that he got to start their channels, I support you, I follow you. And then he's like, I don't watch any of these people. But yet he knows everything everyone says. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, of course he does. But, yeah. kind of like certain somebody saying that I was boring. Well, but yet he doesn't watch me. Well, then how do you know I'm boring?
I missed the meanness. Bet you weren't mean. What were you accused of lying about? Yeah, he never even said what I was lying about. That's the weirdest thing, Carol. Let's see.
Me neither, sugar pie. That's all anybody wants from me. Is this to be honest and quit with all that crazy nonsense and tell the truth. When somebody asks you a question, be honest about it. There's no need in lying or trying to make yourself out to be something you're not. I mean, where's that going to get you? Just like I told you, that's what causes 99% of the hate that he gets is his lies and manipulation toward people. But he gets off on stuff like that.
Well, and
He thinks that's
newsflash.
what makes him famous.
Yeah, newsflash, him trying to call me a liar is the worst move he can make. Because I have so many people that have good reputations, that have ran me before they ever interacted with me, that know me. Like, it's going to be a horrible day because I have people planning on doing like a full interview about my entire life and situations I've been through. Everyone that ever accused me of anything at that point is going to look like an idiot when my entire life story comes out. So he doesn't even have an A team. He has an fucking I'm an asshole and I'm lonely team.
Oh. Yeah, he could though. A lot of people enjoy him. They think he's funny, and they would watch him for those reasons. And
His
then
A
he's got
team is
his
his ass. I'm sorry. That just made me laugh.
he's got his diehards that would follow him till he dropped off the face of the earth.
He tried to say that to get in with me, Misstep, but yeah, absolutely not. Like, I'm not buying it. You're not worthy. And even if you are, it's like one little peon of a fucking drop of blood and it doesn't count. You're
Yes,
never
Cowcow, it
worthy of
does.
that.
She could
Yeah, I
hear
don't.
the fire alarm beeping.
That I was gonna say that must be yours because it's definitely not mine.
I'm looking out the window. That's
Do you
why I asked him about that shirt, Cal. That when he had asked you, would you wear his shirt, and you told him you wasn't a fangirl, and I asked him would he autograph it because he was Johnny Depp's cousin. At
Yeah,
least you'd have that piece of Johnny if
right.
he
How
had
many times
autographed that
did he
shirt
ask
for
me
you.
what I said? It wasn't going to change. I'm not a fangirl. I'm not a fangirl. Like, do you want me to just post where I told you I'm not a fangirl? Like, you're 2 foot tall, dude. What is there to fangirl over?
That's why he don't show nothing. He says he's got these text messages that I've seen him or you've seen him. He did show two that I did send him, and that's the only two that he showed. And he wouldn't show what was said before that or after it or
Well,
nothing else
let me just
because he
out his
lied.
whole thing before he can try and manipulate a conversation. Yes, me and Leslie called him. Yes, I continue to text him after the fact. Yes, he asked me where I was going to be. My response is very open ended. With my husband sitting beside me, I said, "Where do you want me to be?" He continued the conversation from there. So take that for what you want. Did I set him up? No. Did he proceed with a conversation in a weird way? 100%. So when he outs it, you'll see it. That is the
He
conversation.
even asked us. Well, when I called nobody never lied about calling him. He said that we called him, like voice called him, and I was like, nope, I video called him through Messenger, and that's
Yep.
exactly how I called him.
And it was my
And
idea, FYI, because he
and
lied to people.
yep, and he asked where she and I were staying. Did we have a hotel room? And was our old man with us? And
I
I
did.
left and
I
went,
did not confirm or deny.
nope,
He took it for what he wanted.
yep.
And did I or did I not say, "Don't worry, Ernie. No one here even knows who you are."
They wouldn't hardly know about he told people that we told him there was hundreds of people there waiting to see him.
I
Nobody
had
never
to
said
beg
that to
people.
him.
Look, I had to beg people to take his merch that we were giving away for free. Begged them to take the fucking shit.
Yep.
It took me all night.
And we
to
made fun of him when
fucking
we
get
was
people
giving
to
it
fucking
away.
take this shit for free.
Made fun of him the whole time we was giving it away. Nobody didn't say. I mean, people that know that what we didn't do that to set him up or to get him beat up or nothing. Cause I promise y'all.
No, I had better things to do at a fucking fundraiser. Sorry.
And that I would have never, neither would Chaotic ever have allowed, nor Jimbo or anybody else that was there ever allowed anything like that to happen. But
What about...
it didn't need that event for it to happen. You know what I'm
He's the
saying?
farthest thing
If
from
he
black
was,
ever, Sugar Pie.
he
I
just
didn't mean
wants
to...
to try to manipulate everything that everybody says to make him look like a liar when he's the liar.
Feel free to update us on any cases you're talking about. Crimes with, or crimes have consequences. He had to head on south to see Phil. Well, he did lie to me at one point and say he got pulled over, but we all know he always goes live when he's pulled over, and he didn't go live that night, but went live the next day to complain about how I didn't wait around to meet up with him. So take that for what you want.
He would have definitely went live if he had got pulled over and said that the trolls had him pulled over.
Yeah, it was in Kentucky, Miss Depp, and I had the stand show footage that I was with my husband that night. So like, Mr. Chaotic fully knew everything that was happening. There was no setup. There was no weird anything. So.
And he tried to lie about it.
Who's... Oh, she's making a Bert and Ernie joke. That's kind of funny. He's paranoid for some reason about everything. Because he knows he's guilty, that's why.
Yeah, he don't want to tell the truth.
I mean, he's the one that outed my phone number. He had someone search for it, gave it to other people to call me. It didn't inconvenience me at all, FYI. Hello, I have an Apple. You flip a switch, it doesn't work. And then they proceeded to think that they found me and doxed someone that's not me, so that backfired in his face as well.
Yeah, that's why I asked him. He says, I've got a record of my own, but he can't show it. He's got the best skip tracers on his team and can find out anything. And he was like,
Yeah,
you got
okay.
to make a record of my own. I'm a dope
I've said it since
dealer.
before. Look, I've said it before I had my own channel, even when I was on a fucking podcast, a very big podcast. Whether or not subscribers were bought is out of my control. This podcast was big before I joined. Full disclosure. However, I've said it from day one. Fully transparent. If you have a fucking question, ask me. I'll answer it. I don't give two shits. Don't give a fuck who supports me. Don't give a fuck who likes me. I am me. Period. Point blank. So, I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here for subscribers. I'm here because some other people, when I was on a certain show, asked me to start my own channel. That is why I'm here. I don't fucking care.
What's the name of our podcast?
True Crime Investigates. What was it? It was Unfiltered. True Crime Unfiltered.
Yeah.
Because I named it after, I was watching other podcasts that had nothing to do with true crime, and the unfiltered thing fit me. Because I knew I would never not be able to cuss.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be the vulgar, obscene, rude, ruthless person. So the unfiltered thing is what got me. So I tried to manipulate his name with that, and that's how it ended up being named.
That's right. Okay.
So it's True Crime Unfiltered was the podcast. It's all private, and the whole channel that it was even on is gone now.
You know, it's even
Trying to follow
crazier though.
along.
After all that was brought out, how so many different ways that it got twisted up. You know, it got told that I said he tried to force me to take him to my house, and I didn't say that. Did he ask to go back to my house? Absolutely. Did he ask for us to go to a hotel room? 100%. But I
Oh, you
never said
don't
that
story,
he
do you?
forced me. Tried to force me. He didn't force me to do nothing.
FYI, Leslie, I do have another YouTuber here that doesn't know the whole story, so she's over here going, "Oh," like
Oh my
she's
God.
like,
Oh.
"What?" So if you
You
hear
have to.
weird noises coming from my end, that's why.
That's me.
It's another true crime person. Um, they were lying about you because I had seen you on Jimbo's live one night. And when they said you were a big fatty, I was like, no, she's not. They're a bunch of. Okay, so here's the thing. They came out and tried to say I'm 4'11", 116 pounds. I'm 5'4", first of all. There's number one air. And I'm 135 pounds because I quit smoking. Before I quit smoking, I was like 115 pounds, still not fat. Um, and I have one minor misdemeanor. And if anyone ever pulled the misdemeanor and asked me to explain the charges, I fully would, and do have, like, I'm in the process of someone setting up an interview where they, like, go over everything just so I can put it out there and it be done with, because I'm sick of speculation and, like, weird shit.
If
I
Gamer Girl goes
saw.
to Jimbo's to protest, she better watch what she's a walking into, because she might not like the
Well,
outcome
fuck that.
of
Look,
what
here's the
happened to
thing,
her.
though,
She goes,
Leslie. Like, I'm done even blocking people. I'm just gonna start timing people out, telling them what I have to say while they're in timeout, and they can think about it. They can come back, readdress it, and if they're still fucking assholes, I'm just gonna put them back in timeout. I'm not even gonna block people.
yeah, I
That's
tried
where I'm
that
stand. That's
earlier.
where I stand. Um.
It's like putting your kid in timeout.
So, like, fully, if anyone ever follows me and, like, questions something, all you have to do is, like, literally send me a message and I'll tell you. I don't fucking care. Yeah, they tried to
I was
say,
like,
like, I had a bunch of, like, robberies and burglaries and all kinds of crazy shit. It was ridiculous. I laughed hysterically when it came out because I was like, in what world, first of all, am I 4'11"? And second of all, like, I might be crazy depending on who you are. Like, that might be your definition of crazy. But, like, I'm not a thief. Like, sorry, no, I'm not breaking into houses and holding people hostage and taking their goods. That's not me.
now if they'd said assault or or something like that, it would have been
Yeah,
more believable, but not robbery and theft and
right.
not that.
It
No.
was the most
That's like
asinine shit I've ever seen.
Betty, Betty and LaDon and old Steve, the Viking, tried to say that I was a small woman, that I was really petite, and he had sent me a shirt or was supposed to send me a shirt, and I told him I wore a small because I was so. I am 5'8", and the last time I weighed myself, I weighed 168 pounds. There's nothing
I'll
small
tell you
about
right
me.
now, Leslie wears a medium unless she wants it to be comfy and cozy, and then she will upgrade the size.
I, I ain't no little woman.
I mean, you're
I
not
wear eight
big,
and a
but
half to a
you're
nine.
not like
I
some of
ain't
our
petite.
friends that are tiny.
Mm-mm. Mm. When I heard them say that I was a small, petite woman, I was like, what? Who the hell they got me confused with? Because
Me and
there's
Leslie
nothing
are
little
like
about me.
perfectly thick in all the right places. That's my opinion.
Ooh, someone at the door, not expecting anyone. At 4 in the morning? Where are you at, Carol? Carol?
Somebody's knocking on
Oh
your
my.
door, did you
Let
say?
us know if everything's okay, Carol. Carol. I don't know where
Oh,
she's located at.
I thought you said somebody was knocking on your door.
No, somebody's at Carol's. Can you remember what Gamer Girl said about blocking people? That's the weirdest thing to me too. Like, I've never told my mods to block people at all. Like when they were coming at me, my thing has always been, if I'm talking about a true crime case, you don't block. Well, you block the people that are insulting the victim's family or the victim's advocate. Like, if you're rude to those people, you've got to go. But, like, if they're just coming in there talking shit about me, like, who cares? I don't.
That's why somebody recently got blocked off the stand because of their rude comments toward another um, stand member, and
Right.
it was
Yeah,
not
and I mean,
happening.
that's one thing. Like, if
Totally
they're a
unnecessary.
creator and you're saying things that are just completely repulsive towards them and it's someone that, like, we support, that's one thing. But, like, if you just come in my channel and you're trashing me, I don't fucking care, and my mods know it. I tell them, literally, leave the comments towards me because it just shows their true colors. It doesn't represent anything towards me. It represents them. They're the one saying it.
While they're talking about coming in and blocking, she's talking about, I don't even know how that popped up anyway about Gamer Girl. I don't even know what Jimbo said about her to think
I
that
don't know,
she's
but she
so
blocked me, so I
relevant.
can't see her anywhere. So if she comes
But
in, I can't do anything if she
there,
comes in.
there is silent mods in there that don't ever chat. So if she thinks she's doing something big by blocking all of us mods that are chatting, she's badly mistaken.
Yeah.
She can come in there and think she's going to get away with saying what she wants to say and keep on saying it, and she's not going to get blocked. But it's not. It's
Well, like,
not
the
going to
blocking thing is
happen.
weird anyways because we block them, but they can still watch. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Personally, as a when I'm modding for someone, I would much rather just time out them over and over and play with them than just block them, because then I'm just bored. Like, I have no one to hit with a wrench.
I think it pisses them off more to get timed out, to keep repeatedly timing them out than to
Yeah.
block them, because I'm
Yeah.
blocked everywhere. I can't I can't hardly chat nowhere, and it don't keep me, like you said, don't stop me from watching.
You
But
can
I
chat in my chat anytime, Leslie. No one will block
well,
you in mine.
somebody tried to run me off somewhere the other. Oh, that's when Scammy T was up on Jamie's panel and she told me to leave. I
Fuck
said,
her.
bitch, I ain't got to go nowhere. You tell me to leave, this ain't your channel. If Jamie wants me to leave, I'll leave, but you ain't going to tell me to leave.
Right. My broom is blocking his bowl and I'm too lazy to move it. Never silent. Stop. Just let that cat have his bowl in peace.
Hey, I honestly have not been watching a lot of them. Not like I
I'm
used to then. I'm
I'm like full pro, like, just unblock everyone just so I can hit them with a wrench and time them out here and there.
Yeah, we get mad at Jimbo. We're like, don't put it on subscribers for 5 days. We wanna whack somebody.
Right? Jimbo, do us a favor. Unblock everyone so we can just time them out.
Oh, yeah, you should parole.
We're bored.
You should parole people from time to time.
I need to go live, and somebody's got to help me though. I'm gonna have to
I'll help
FaceTime
you.
somebody. Y'all got to help me.
I'll
I
help
don't
you.
have a
Just call me.
clue.
The stand, if you can get that one person's attention, let them know we're here now. I'll send you the link to pass on if you want. I
I have a hard time
really
posting a
want this
short.
person to make an appearance. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I wonder if he ever unblocked us.
He
Reckon
said he was
did.
going to, but I don't know. I haven't been awake when he's been live, so I don't know.
I have, and I have not tried to comment.
She's such a fucking idiot. I don't like her.
Who is it?
SG.
Lisa, me and Sugar Pie.
He's obnoxious.
Am I not seeing something?
Are you on live chat?
Yeah. So obviously I'm not seeing
You
something.
should be able to. No, it's there.
Is there
The bottom chat.
Is there?
I believe she wants to rip mine Sugar Pie's head off, but
so you guys must be whacking.
No, this person. Oh, Jesus.
They act like Sugar Pie was put up to do something, and she wasn't. She watched for herself and seen it.
Oh, being a father. Got it.
Is SG here?
She's not here.
Mm-mm.
She's just an obnoxious fucking idiot on YouTube.
She's got her nerve to even call herself Southern Girl. Where's that heifer from? Like,
yeah, she's
Boston,
not Southern. She's not a girl.
Baltimore or something.
She's not even a lady.
Raggedy ass looking.
She looks like a troll that eats disgusting things for $1 and quite frankly, I'm not convinced that person passed away on their own. Just saying.
I'm trying to be nice.
I mean, that was as nice as I could say that, Leslie. How much nicer do you want me to be?
No, because I was getting ready to say something horrible.
I'm sugarcoating things for once. Just for sugar pie.
Imagine that, Leslie, being nice towards somebody.
I'm talking in code.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anyone that knows me knows what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure most people... Oh, you're not even on there. I'm pretty sure most people in here know exactly what I'm saying, so...
She's starting to bug me. Hell, she's always
That person...
bugged us, Sugar Pie.
SG blocked me, too. After the night that I reported about her eating bugs, I got blocked. Just for reporting on it. I'm like, what?
That's what I thought too, Jimbo. I said that same thing, but somebody had a nice little rebuttal to say back to me. Hello?
I've been clicking like a
You was
madman
quiet.
and waiting for the day she started on me. Yeah, like, I understand why some people don't like Gypsy and other people do, but, like, the weird, obscure bullying just because she walked away from a channel or doesn't support a channel is bizarre to me. Because she doesn't
Yeah.
bother anyone. Like, it's not like she goes and chats and just attacks people. It's the most, like, if you don't like her because of her opinions on things, that's one thing. But, like, just because she walks away from something is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, leave that woman alone.
I think I've hit my point.
Are you cross-eyed?
She tries to make herself irrelevant.
I think somebody's alcohol kicked in
irrelevant.
fully.
Who's yours?
No, not mine.
It's hitting me. I need to go to bed.
Yeah,
The
I didn't
last
go to
person
bed.
standing at my house other than me.
I didn't go to bed till almost 6 o'clock this morning, and them kids woke up about 7:30. I said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, help me!"
See, you should have headed
And
here. That's when I went to bed. So by the time you would have been here, I
an
would have
8 hour
been getting
drive
up.
on an hour and a half of sleep. Oh, I would have been sitting on the side of the road somewhere. Then their mama came and got them.
You should have just headed here while we were on the phone. You would have
Last
been most
night,
of the way here.
Hell, I could have got there.
Yeah, everybody kept
What
asking
time do
me
we
where
get
you
off
were
the
at, and I
phone?
was like, I don't know, on our way, asleep, I don't know.
I woke up
She said, let
probably
me
about
drink
half.
more.
I
I think
woke
I'm
up
being a
about
bad
halfway
influence.
through Sarah's live. When I come in chat and said, now y'all talk shit, but I'm gonna whack y'all's asses when you do. I had just woke up, and I think that was at like 7:30 or something.
I sent you a text at like 2 o'clock and asked if you were awake and never heard back from you.
Shit, I was just going to sleep. Their mom got off work at 1 o'clock and came and got them.
I was in full speed, zooming around my house, getting shit done at 2 o'clock. Not even gonna lie. I went to bed probably the same time Leslie did, and then sat in bed for like 2 to 3 hours when I woke up before I ever moved. And then I was like a chicken with their head cut off, fucking zooming all over, getting shit done. I looked like a crazy person. I like even the pattern of things I did made zero sense in the way I was doing them.
No rhyme or reason to them.
A nasty bitch. She's picking on Gypsy because she thinks Gypsy's an easy target. Yeah, it's because she's weak, so she's trying to find somebody weaker. Jen Mel has me blocked. I don't know if 777 does or not.
I think Jen unblocked me. I think she did.
Oh, Jen Mel has had me blocked for like the longest time, and I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know where me and her crossed paths, but she was like, fuck this bitch, I'm gonna block her. I was just in the den, and I was like, why is everybody talking to Jen? I never see her. And she was I was like, oh, I'm blocked, but I don't know why, but okay.
You know, they got mad.
I also just don't give two shits, so.
There's people I don't that don't like me. I have that. I'm like, why
But
are
it's
they
like the
talking?
funniest thing when you go in a chat on a regular basis and like you're blocked by someone else that's also regularly in there. So they're having a conversation with you and they're having a conversation with them and you can't see anything that's happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like half the time,
There's a couple people like that with me. And
yeah.
I'm like,
So
I
half
don't
the
see
time,
them.
this particular person is like, yeah, I understand, Jen, and you're always wondering like, is it about you? Like, are they shit talking you? Like,
They
here's
got
another.
mad at me when they tried to say that I was lying, and then they all flipped around and, oh, she's lying, and but you know what?
Why? I know I
I
got
would
blocked by Gmail
never.
before that.
Me? What did I do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you did, but I do know I
Oh, I
got
don't
blocked
know.
before you ever even told what happened. Like, I was blocked by her before that.
No
Maybe
matter
maybe I
what.
was mean to Ernie when I questioned him.
You're probably not.
I
You're
That's
just
what
saying.
that's what
would
some psycho people say.
I would unless I was there to physically see it for myself, to know that it was a lie.
Hmm.
I would never, in nobody's situation like that, say that they were lying. Never.
Well, and that
And
was
like
my
I
whole
said, unless
thing.
I was physically
How do you
there to
call
see it.
yourself an advocate and then you beg someone to come out with their story,
Hmm.
then you turn them into a victim, and then you call them a liar? That's not a fucking advocate. You're trash. Sorry, calling you what you are. Good night, the stand. AKA Jimbo, whatever you want to be called tonight.
Good night, Jimbo.
Like, does that make sense to you as an outsider? If you beg someone to come forward with their story and they do, and then they just don't call you back because you call them, like, are you gonna be like, she's a lying bitch? Like, who does that? Crazy trash. That's who does that.
13-year-old little girls.
But I'm pretty sure quite a few, because many don't like my views on things. Blocking me saves me a headache seconds. Right, never silent, but like also don't talk shit about me if you're gonna be a pussy and hide behind a block. Like that's the dumbest shit ever. Just what's the other crap? Yeah, I don't think she wants to stay out of it. I think she likes to be able to talk shit quietly, but that's just my opinion. And I say that because I know for a fact, because I have people, like I have had a few people tell me when she was talking shit, just not like on a regular basis. So, like, if you're gonna talk shit about me, just leave me unblocked, because otherwise you just look stupid.
Yeah. Sugar Pie, my thing with Audrey is, Schema T has told me that when I was trying to talk to her about Ernie and his lying and, just to watch him and to listen to him and you'll catch him up in his lies.
Mm-hmm.
She told me that Audrey was telling her the same thing. That Audrey was talking to her about the same exact things that I was talking to her about. And then, what changed Audrey's mind about it?
Right.
Because now she's, gun cold back with him. But I don't know where that flip, once she's seen it and started paying attention and noticing things that wasn't right, then what flipped it back around? I don't
I don't know,
I don't
unless it's
understand that
like
part of it.
she thought a certain someone else was lying more than him. So she ran back to him. But like she admitted, was it today? That or last night? I don't remember. But at some point she admitted she tried to go back a few weeks ago.
Who tried to go
Mama
that
T tried
scam
to go
T
back
tried
to
to go
Ernie.
back to Ernie's?
Yeah, Mama T
I
tried to
don't
go back
think
to
they've
Ernie.
ever stopped talking, to be honest with you, just from
I mean,
things that I know.
it wouldn't surprise me at all if like her dragging him is shit he wants to be said.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Yeah.
also not just gonna like full force say that's what's happening because I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And quite
I don't
frankly,
know
I
for
don't give a shit. Either way, you're an idiot.
yeah. I don't know it for 100% to be a fact, but do I believe that it's totally true? That they really are on some kind of a break or whatever. No, I've got my doubts, and it's because of things that have happened before, the things that I was asked to do. And the same thing that's happening now, I've been asked to join in on that. And that's why it's hard for me to believe that it's
Mm-hmm.
true. See what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah.
It may be. I don't know, but I've still got that thought in the back of my head that it's not true because I have been asked to do the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know. The whole thing's like all of it in all actuality is either ridiculous, immature, or just fucking stupid. Like it doesn't matter what angle you look at it, the whole thing is just the most bizarre shit I've ever seen. Like why are you
Yeah,
even arguing about
yeah.
this shit like there's not bigger things in the world happening? Who gives a fuck who likes you and who doesn't like you? Just, who
That's why I said that. Why can't y'all just go, just stop, just hush, hush. Don't give nobody a reason to have to defend themselves. Just hush, and y'all go on
Mhm.
and do whatever it is. If you want to be drama, then find somebody else to do it on, and leave us alone, and let
Yeah.
us do what it is that we want to do at the stand. And people, it's like people don't believe that we tried to do that. We
Yeah.
literally tried to do it, played games and done different things and tried to cover different cases and have different people up there on interviews and stuff, and they just wouldn't stop. And a person can only take so much. I don't care.
Yeah.
They holler at YouTube or whatever, but when you start
Sleep.
taking it, to where the police is being called to your house and
It will be like
CPS is being called and that stuff gets, to
no
where it
Gator, you're
really
not
wants you
blocked.
to break
Yeah,
somebody.
it's stupid. Like here's my thing. Like, are we not all adults?
Yeah.
Did we not learn as children not to give two fucks what other people think, just be true to ourselves? Did we also not learn just be honest?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand why the YouTube thing is so complicated. I thought it was pretty simple. You come on, you're yourself, you talk about important things in the world, and then you go on about your real life. Like, I don't understand the complication.
Yeah, and I don't care even if you don't want to do, true crime, and like
Yeah, I
you,
don't care
I've
what
got
you talk about, just
nothing
be an
but
honest person.
the utmost respect for your community of true crime, and they all know that, but I don't care if you're going outside and sitting on the sidewalk
Mm.
and sitting and talking to people, just to have conversation with other human beings, but be honest.
Who told you
Honesty
that,
goes
Sugar Pie?
a
Because I don't think that 616 actually would have done that. Just an FYI. And I don't think Gypsy would have also received those pictures, but something that they went well self to get a response from trying. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're only butthurt because being butthurt is what gets them paid. Like, I'm not stupid. They care about dollars. I don't. That's why I'm honest, and they're not. It's
And that's
simple
what they
math.
think, that it's all about money, that every business is about money and people's being paid. And that's the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard, to honestly think that people were brought in and others are paying them to and have certain job assignments. I'm like, that's crazy. But Sugar Pie, as far as SG, she has openly admitted that, but like maybe she had on a pair of blue jeans and had her hands cuffed over, but I would have never sent nobody no picture like, of him.
Right. Why are you
Like,
even sending YouTubers nudes anyways? That's the dumbest shit you can do.
she openly admitted that when people first brought that out, that she did. And but I don't know about the other one. I wouldn't think so, but I don't know.
I guarantee it, Sugar Pie. I like never would believe that you would without actual proof, but I would believe she did.
Yeah, Ernie said that. Ernie said that. Sure, I see it. Jimbo nudes. Yeah, that was crazy. I about died when I seen that. I said, "Oh Lord." That was so funny to me. I think I texted Jimbo.
And
I
not
was
that
like,
Yeah, not that like Jimbo is an asshole and would out somebody, but like I fully think like we would all know if that happened to Jimbo. I'm sorry, but I think our circle that talks to
Yeah.
him all day every day would 100% know it happened, and it
He'd be
didn't.
like, "Oh my
So
God, y'all."
right,
It
like he would
wouldn't
be
be
so
nothing.
in shock he would have to vent about it, and that never happened. So it didn't happen. Period.
Oh, it would have freaked him out. He would have had to told one of us.
You remember where the guest room is?
Still the same.
Up the stairs.
Is it still
Hang on a second.
Alessia's room?
Yeah, but you remember where it is? Like
Yeah.
the room randomly on the right before you get to my office?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If you need
good?
to unplug the tree, the plug is like right there where it is.
Is it just like a
Yeah, you just have to unplug it.
maybe? Okay. I just need to plug in my phone. Okay. Well, good night. Merry Christmas.
Oh well, I have an iPhone charger up there, but I don't have your phone charger up there. So.
My phone charges up there. Jason.
But there's like multiple outlets, so you'll be fine.
Jason took my stuff up.
Everybody said bye to my guest.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, guest.
She's not a late night person like me. I'm kind of surprised she's still up now.
I was trying to hang.
Wake me up tomorrow if I'm not up. I mean, it's not like I sleep much anyway, so realistically, it won't be hard. But
I don't know what time I'm going to wake up.
I hope you don't feel bad like we did the last time. And we weren't really even hungover, but wow, we felt bad, didn't we?
folks, you're not. I swear, I think we all caught some like weird sinus infection, being like out in the like, just because like the temperature changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only pics I sent Jimbo was of my dogs. Yeah, I mean that's what most of us did, but they all have a story for everything.
And that's what I think. It's stupid. And say something that you swear to be the truth and you got receipts on it, but I still get, like they know for 100% that Jimbo and Ernie's working together and they've got proof of it. And they know 100% that Jimbo's trying to bring the smaller channels down. And they've got 100% truth, facts, receipts about it. And they've got all of these receipts, and yet I've yet to see any of them.
Here's the simple like explanation. They know we've sent pictures of, our families, our dogs, whatever. So it's an easy tactic. But like fact of the matter is they don't have proof of anything. They've never had proof of anything because there's nothing to fucking prove that's actually wrong.
Mm-mm.
They just like to talk out their asses because most of their followers won't question them. And when they do get questioned, they just ignore the fact and pretend like they didn't see the comment in their chat.
Yeah, because they don't want. They ask for the truth, but yet then when you tell them the truth, it doesn't matter. It don't change nothing. Don't change nobody's perspective, and and they're always asking us for receipts, but and show it and prove it. And why didn't you say nothing before? And well, when does anybody else ever do it? You all say all this stuff, but when does anybody else ever show any kind of proof of anything?
Well,
Never.
who does Ernie consider the dark side? That's my question. Because
I guess it's back to Rapid Nicolina and Big
that's
K.
always been kind of like a weird phrase to me in general. Because first of all, like I'm not exactly like the ray of sunshine everybody probably thinks I'm gonna be. First of all, and second of all, I'm a Raiders fan, so take that for what you want. But like the dark side could mean so many things. It's the dumbest phrase ever. But like, who does Ernie think is the dark side? Is it Rapid Nicolina? Is it Jimbo and all of us? Like, stupid. Like, who is the dark side? It is the dumbest thing. Everybody says everybody else is the dark side.
Yeah,
let's be realistic.
That other side.
I am the real life Wednesday Addams that is a Raiders fan. How much darker can you fucking get? Like, you're gonna troll me? Troll me. I don't care.
It's a sugar pie, and I'd said that before. What she's talking about Southern Girl, that is 100% a fact. Her and Ricky kept setting up in chat that they knew what the plan was. Follow the path. They knew what it was. It was back and forth in chat. We know, don't we? We know. We know. Ernie knows. We know. And I got pissed off, and I was like, "What is the path? What's the friggin' plan?" And
Mhm.
Ricky was like, email me, and gave me his email. I emailed him. I never heard back from him. When I seen him in chat again, I told him, I said, I emailed you. You didn't answer. He was like, I didn't get it. So I emailed him again, and he mysteriously got it. And I was like, hey, did you get it this time? He sent me his phone number. I called him. That whole plan was BDAC. They wanted to go and get BDAC pulled from that side. And like I said on Jimbo's, I'd take a polygraph and prove that I wasn't lying and lay my hand on a stack of Bibles and prove that I wasn't lying. That Ernie
Right.
was going to tell me what for. And 616 even said that. And so did Southern Girl on that same live that Sugar Pie did that clip on. They both said it, that I was going to get told what for. And that's when I told Ricky that Ernie was not my boss. I didn't have no freaking boss on YouTube, and nobody was going to tell me what I was and wasn't going to do.
I love never silence comment. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. I do have quite the amazing amount of Christmas cookies, not gonna lie. And like again, how much darker do you get than freaking chaotic? Like Jesus Christ. Everybody should just troll them, and every time they talk about the dark side, just promote my channel. That's what I vote for.
Yeah,
Both channels, for that matter. They're both pretty dark.
I start sending them when
I
they
just,
say the
I
dark
don't
side. We'll start dropping your link.
right. Like, I just don't understand the whole concept of anything. I'm like, do you not have anything more important? Go do a puzzle, for fuck's sake. If you're that bored, just go do a puzzle. Go do a crossword. Like, learn a new word in the dictionary. Like, I mean, there's so many things you could do with your time.
Don't get me wrong, like the people that's in this chat, I enjoy chatting with my friends, that I am close to. I enjoy going into certain lives and being able to chat with people, and like I said earlier, Chaotic and Jimbo are my two best friends, and that I speak to them more than I speak to anybody on the phone, through text, or whatever. People can take that forever how they want to take it. And oh, see, I told you, I told you. I don't care.
Yeah,
They are my
but what's
real
weird
life
is like,
friends.
but what's weird about that, like, if people really stop to think about that, in comparison, like, this is how much of a real conversation me and you have had multiple times. You've known Jimbo for years. You've known me actually in person for a few months. For you to
Hmm.
know me good enough that, like, I'm one of your top friends beside Jimbo, that fucking says a lot. You know what I mean?
Speaks
Like,
volumes for you. Yes.
how much
Yep.
fucking more real can someone be? Like, for fuck's sake. Like, it
Yep.
is the dumbest thing when people try and come at me and, like, her saying, Chaotic's a liar, and then I call her out for calling me a liar. I didn't mention you. I didn't say your name. I never said anything bad about you, and then blocks me. Yeah, that right there proves exactly who that person is. That enough should be enough to wake people up. Like, I haven't not been in her chat calling her out for a reason. I haven't been in her chat calling her out because I'm fucking blocked.
Yeah. And how
Start
can I
handing out
go when?
toothbrushes when they start talking shit. Look, if some of them had addresses, I would like DoorDash them toothbrushes. I've talked about it, but when you don't have an
You
address to send
said
it to, it's hard. Like, I would
you said that
100% be
last
that
night,
asshole.
and I don't understand how I went from being the truest person that somebody knew in
Mm-hmm.
to a liar. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when she says it, she means it. She means what she says.
Yeah,
When she says it,
in like
you
48
better believe it's
hours.
the truth. And yeah, then I'm the biggest liar on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
well, how do
48
you?
hours later. Hell, Ernie was like promoting my channel and like talking about how much work we put into our shows and blah blah blah. And I'm saying we because there are.
What happened to me?
Sorry, it kicked me from my own show.
I was like, what happened to me? I thought it done messed up again.
Yeah, no, it kicked me. But like he was
Because I've had the
promoting.
worst luck.
he was promoting my show and some of my friends' show, talking about, how much work we put into cases and how we cover like real true crime. And then all of a sudden, like, I had some weird thing. Like, yeah, no, never. Like, I get my husband is short as well. Like, you can quit lying about your height anytime, Ernie. But I get that, but like, no, I would never. And that's why I told Jimbo, I was like, put out the fucking footage that he was sitting beside me. You can see me texting in the video, sitting beside my husband. Like, anyone that pays attention, and that's like, also, why does everyone think no one else ever fucking came at me? Nothing else was mentioned about me. Because there's nothing to the story.
Except for him lying.
Yeah, he only talks about me now when I call him out. He doesn't mention me any other time.
I
Because he
thought it
has
was funny
nothing.
that we was all part of that big plan, and I wasn't even nowhere around in that video. I wasn't even there. It
Well,
was like,
to be fair, Sugar Pie, it was because I had him on 3 times, and at least one of the times he may have actually been on 4 times. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and actually look at my videos. But at least one of the other times he was on with other actual true crime creators. So like, he was trying to get into that, like, the actual true crime aspect of shit. And I had those connections. So of course he's going to try and like promote me and my friends, but it didn't last long. So, and it took him a while, even after the first couple times I had him on, before he ever like told people to follow me. So
he was just trying to nut ride Sugar Pie. That's all it was.
yeah, basically Sugar Pie. He was trying to promote himself through us. It just didn't work because what he didn't realize is, so me and my group of friends was already on like the Anthony Guerrero thing because we had experience, and then someone had sent me something, and that's how I found out about Ernie. So as soon as I watched an Ernie video, like, the red flags went up because it was so similar to someone else, and that's how I ever even ended up over there. Because
You
I was like,
know,
is there really 2 of this person? Like, it was the weirdest thing. They're so much alike, it freaks me out.
yeah, and that's what's so odd is they're so much alike, but
I
I
swear,
don't
like,
know
that
how
team tried.
Greeno's been. I don't know how long Greeno's been doing what he's been
2017.
doing.
2017.
Ernie's
And
goes
on
further
YouTube,
back than that.
2017. He was on Facebook prior to that, but
That's what that makes me wonder if they cross paths somewhere on Facebook and tuck each other's ideas and
well,
because
okay,
Ernie's goes
so
way further back than that.
this is where it gets weird. Is AG's mom is from the same area as Ernie's family and Ernie. But when they were on Graz's channel together in February of 22,
Well,
Ernie
then I should know them.
Ernie tried to act like he had met AG at like a convention or something and they had knew each other. AG
Mhm.
had no knowledge of Ernie.
Mhm.
And then when I had Ernie on the second, I think it was the second time I had Ernie on, and we were like making fun of Anthony and like questioning Ernie what he thought about like Anthony's fakeness and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden he didn't know anything about him, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
his
I
story
remember that.
changed. But like, we had all seen the Graz interview, so we knew he was lying. And what Ernie didn't realize was like what we were asking him about AG was the same shit he had done.
Mhm.
And then follow up a few months, and then I get sent a clip from my video where Ernie says, I would never make a YouTube shirt with my picture on it that says YouTube. And what did he do? Literally made the
It was
exact
so
same shirt
funny to
AG
that.
made. It's the creepiest shit ever. But like, I fully believe like he probably followed Patty Mayo and got ideas, and then he came across the AG and fully thought he was going to be the next AG. That's what I think. Ernie had potential to be good when he was being his real self. Spider-Man, but he's
Mm-hmm.
your bullshit. I don't think, like, here's the thing. I don't think he knows how to be his real self, like, at all.
Mm-mm. Nope. And that's how anybody asks for him. That's what I told him. You get all your hate because of all the fakeness that you put out,
Mm-hmm.
all the lies. If you just be yourself, you'd still have people, and that would support you.
Never silent. Look up Agatha Christie coincidences, and that says enough. I've quoted it multiple times. Oddly enough, they also included it in the new series on Wednesday, but I've quoted it publicly. That sums it all up. Like, one coincidence is just that, two coincidences is like, blah, blah, blah. But just look it up. It fully explains the whole thing.
Do you know who his family is?
Which one?
Greenow's family. When you said that they was from the same area that
Yeah.
Ernie is from.
Um.
If you
Oh,
don't want to say it
Jesus.
on here, you don't have to. You can tell me.
I'm trying to.
It don't matter to me.
Her maiden name was Wynn.
Mm.
Wynn. Melinda Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
That was his mom.
Hmm. That's a possibility that they are related.
I mean,
It
they do
really
look
is.
alike, but like what like really threw up the weirdness for me wasn't even just like all of the actions and stories. Like, you dress alike, you look alike,
Mm-hmm.
you lie about the same shit. Like, when I first come across the fact, like when there was proof they both lie about their height, I was like, that is the dumbest shit you can lie about. Like, what is the chances there's two people doing the same shit that look alike, dress alike, and lie about their height? And then I just kind of like went full in from there. And I'm sure like my true crime friends were like, what the fuck? But I was like constantly sending them shit, and then they kind of like started following it too. So I wasn't alone in it. I was just like the main one that was like fully in.
Yeah, that's a possibility. All honesty, there's a lot of wins from it that way. No, that's a major possibility. I can't. That makes more sense to me now.
Yeah.
But that was so funny when you had him on your panel and showed him that video, and he was like, "Does that say YouTube?" And got his name. He was like, "I would never do that. I would never
I
make a show
absolutely
like
adore
that."
the person that went back and watched my
Mm.
video and clipped all that and sent it to me, because that was like so, it was perfection.
About, but the rolling down the hill. Listen, it was
Yeah.
over. That was. I couldn't even. I was laughing so hard I couldn't even reach out that night for laughing. That dude right there is. Mm. If nobody's watched that, is that still on your panel, on your
Yeah, I see.
channel?
I left it up on purpose. So I'm like that weird person. Like, I don't dirty delete. When I left the podcast with AG, I did delete all the promo for that because I didn't want to send people over there. But like my Ernie videos, all of them he's ever been on are still up. I don't ever dirty delete anything. And reason being is I don't want people to go follow him, but I do want them to watch and see like the progression of how things changed in those videos. So
So
I leave
that
them up
that
just so people can go back and reference them.
that live that you had Ernie on panel, you played that video of Greeno rolling down the
Uh,
hill, right?
yeah,
Is that the
I think that's the second we did, and I believe it's called, I think that's the Chaotically Cold Confessions video. I think.
if if y'all ain't watched that, y'all need to go watch it because I've told you that's it's a music video that Greeno had done, and oh Jesus Lord, he's rolling down a hill.
Ernie swore up and down he was
So
gonna remake that
funny.
video, and he never did it. That live you did
Oh,
on Mama 2 is good. I think it woke a lot of people up to his bullshit. I mean, I hope it wakes people up on his bullshit and hers, but at the end of the day, I can only, you know, speak on things I know the facts of. And yeah, I could make a bigger video on her and I could lay out the facts of every single thing I've ever caught her on. But like at the end of the day, either people are going to listen or they're not. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that me just speaking on a few main points, that anyone that knows who I am, they're going to listen to those points. I'm not going to put like that much effort into either of them because we put months and months and months into the AG shit, and most, well, I'm not going to say most, half of the people still can't get it through their heads. So I'm just not going to like put all of that much effort.
There's some people that you can't just absolutely, no matter what you show them or tell them, you can't change their mind
Exactly.
or even get them to even give it a second thought. And and that used to aggravate me so bad how somebody could be so oblivious to the facts being laid right out in front of them. But now I
Hmm.
don't, you've been told, you've been shown, it's on you now, whatever you
Yeah.
decide to do with it. So whenever something happens, don't say you
Well, I
wasn't
mean, we
shown.
went through AG's history from 17 on, full case files, court documents, showed it all, like the whole thing. And we still didn't get a lot of people to understand the actual facts of who he is. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not going to go through all of the trouble we already did with one person for the other two when it comes down to you're either going to hear me out and look for yourself or you're not.
Yeah, that's like we was being
Because at
asked
the end of the
earlier.
day, it doesn't matter if I spend 6 months on someone or I spend 6 minutes on someone, it's going to be the same result in the end.
hmm When we was being asked earlier why we didn't say nothing earlier, well, what would have been the difference? It said, well, I'm, about sending money. Well, now you know. Are you going to continue to send it? You've been told now, but it's like we're still lying about it. So what would have changed 3 months ago than
Right.
today?
Well, and I mean, if you're talking about like the Mama T situation, 3 months ago was a little different. Kind of. She wasn't homeless.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been approximately 30 days before her notice. So, I mean, it was a little different, but I'm also not that person that I'm just going to like jump the gun. So, I did spend months silently watching Ernie. I did silently watch for months of other people talking about Ernie. I
Mhm.
did all, I did the background. I had conversations. I even at one point stood up for Ernie.
Yep.
But like, what good did that do me? I'm still the fucking shitty person in the end of the day. So
Mhm.
it goes down to what people want to believe. And I'm just not willing to sacrifice all of the time and the extra effort. Like, I'm gonna out people, like certain, like Ernie, AG, Mama T, whatever, for things that I find alarming. But at the end of the day, I would much rather put all of my effort into a case where it's a missing person, a murdered person that hasn't been given justice, isn't getting media attention, because I don't give a shit about the big cases that everyone's covering. That doesn't
Right.
fucking help the other people at all. So I would rather look into their shit and try and help them than the other people. I can give them 1 hour of fucking time and have the result as if I fucking did 20 episodes on them. Like, it's not going to
Mhm.
change anything.
I don't, and it's like just say a year ago, she Scamity was, in chats and stuff, and it was like she disappeared for a while, or she'd pop in every now and then, and then when she lost her job, um,
Supposedly.
supposedly
We're going to say
come back in
allegedly.
allegedly, come in full force, straight full force defending him. White Knighting. Now I've been there, and everybody that's in this chat that knows. I
Hmm.
stood up and would fight everybody that came in chat that would say anything negative about him, and it fell back to being from the same hometown. I felt like that was blood to me. I was defending my brother, my
Mhm.
hometown brother. And then I had to step back and open my eyes and like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something, when everybody else started bringing out facts. So I went and started silently watching Jimbo because I knew he was from Harlan. I knew him and Ernie had been friends for a long time, and I had to start watching.
Mhm.
And that's when I spoke in Jimbo's chat one night, and I was like, I'm not here to cause no trouble. I'm here peacefully listening. And
Mhm.
that's when I called him, and I was like, what's going on? What's the deal here? And then they ended up when he was in Georgia. I called Jimbo that morning and woke him up. I was like, will you please? Ernie is live. He's flipping out. I don't know what's wrong with him. Can you please hop on his live or try to call him or something? I'm afraid he's going to get killed. And he did.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that was before or after. I think it was after the fist bump, but that made me the happiest person on YouTube. When I seen them two become friends again, that made me so happy. I was like,
I was
finally, this
pissed.
is over with. I know a lot of you all was from the
But
stand, and
I
but
was pissed. But the difference is you knew both of them prior to,
mhm,
right?
yep,
Where I come in because there was red flags.
right,
So I'm
yep,
investigating him, and like I have already put my trust in Jimbo, and then that happens and I'm
mhm.
like, you know what I mean? So it's a little different. Like I get why you
You're
were
like I
happy.
just wasted my time. Mhm,
But like I'm like, how am I supposed to expose whatever? And it's like Sugar
yeah,
Pie saying like what I'm doing is important, but at the end of the day, like when I say it doesn't matter if I give someone 1 hour or 60 fucking episodes, it literally doesn't fucking matter. You
don't
know, these
matter.
people
No.
are still, they're gonna take that 1 hour of information and like really think about it, or they're not gonna listen. It doesn't fucking matter. And like
Mhm.
we found that out with Anthony. Like we went hard for months and months and months and months.
Trying to get people to listen. Yeah.
Yeah, and like we still like if his channel wouldn't have been taken down, I guarantee when he came back, he would have still had half of his fucking subscribers. The
Oh yeah.
only reason that, like, when he finally gets out of jail, that he will have some is because his channel got taken down. And those people was never going to see the facts for what they are. And it's so infuriating because I feel bad for all of these people being manipulated. But like, at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
and when I say we covered from 17 to now, like he's 37 years old. So what is that? 20 years of criminal history with the paperwork to back it up. And we still had people arguing with us about him. Like it was so weird. And so
Yeah. I mean, what does
imagine
it take? I don't
Right.
get
So
it. I
imagine
don't.
doing that with Ernie and you don't have court paperwork. You don't have actual cases where he's been convicted. You don't have, you know what I mean? You just have to
Mhm.
like prove the lies and show where there's inconsistencies and like all of these other things, or even with Mama T, which to be fair, her lies are real simple to find if you really look. But like
Mm.
that's what you have. You don't have actual paperwork like we had with Anthony. And with Anthony, it was still a fucking nightmare because people just don't get it. You don't know how many times we heard everyone has a past. A 20-year fucking past that doesn't change. Like, how many
Yeah, it's
times does people
repetitive.
have to do the same shit over and over and over for you to
Mhm.
fucking realize this person's not going to change? It's not going to
Yep.
be something different. They're just going to change the narrative the next time they come back. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was, and I'm still dumbfounded. Like, there's still people waiting on Anthony to get out that still support him. And I'm just like, what? Why? How? Like,
Yeah. That's what I couldn't understand about Ernie. You've got 20 to 30 random, and Jimbo has said this, and other people have too. You've got 20 to 30 random women who don't know each other, that are from different parts of all over, that don't have a clue who the other is,
mm-hmm.
saying similar stories. In some way or another, they've been taken advantage of from
Right.
him. But everybody's lying.
Right.
Everybody's lying. And I
Well,
don't,
and
that,
that's what I was trying. Like, I wasn't trying to throw Ernie under the bus 100% when me and Mel did that like comparison video on Mama T's when she begged for hours.
mm-hmm,
So I was trying to be as nice as possible, but still give people enough where they would do their own research. But like, how
yeah,
much of a comparison do you need when they're disrespecting women? They're not supporting their children. They don't have a solid relationship. They don't have a job. They don't have a car. They don't have a house. They don't have a work history. They're depending on subscribers. They always have some kind of sob story. It's always how they're being bullied, and like the list goes on and
mm-hmm,
on and on. How much more fucking red flags do you people need? Like, I don't understand it. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate Ernie. I don't want to fucking take down Ernie. I want Ernie to be a real fucking human with honesty and integrity and be the
yep.
best person that he can be at the end of the day. That is what I want. I don't fucking give two shits otherwise. Just like with Mama T. Just stop lying. Own up to the fucking bullshit you already lied about. Admit to your fucking past. And just be a fucking human. A decent fucking human. I don't understand what's so hard about it. I don't.
And I think my audio was messed up when I was trying to say this earlier on Jimbo's. Whenever that address was looked up,
Mm-hmm.
and you know this, the first two people's names that popped up on that address was the landlord and the daddy. The
Mm-hmm.
first two people's names
Yep.
that I could
On
find.
numerous sites because I double checked all this shit.
Yep. And so, what would that automatically tell somebody? She wasn't the first or the second. It was like the fourth or fifth person listed at
Well,
that
and not even
address.
that. Like, and I even said this that night I did my late night chat and I did like the second special that was like an hour or something long or whatever. I could have looked past it if her own words in a live
Mm-hmm.
that she deleted did not say, and I quote, he stayed with me while I was taking care of him for a while. I'm
Yep.
sorry. You verified that information at that fucking point. I could have fucking bypassed that and dug deeper to find other facts, but I didn't need it at that point. You gave me what I needed when you stated that. And the only reason I could have fucking ignored it and bypassed it is because the shit that comes up when you run my name is not fucking correct. But you
Mm-hmm.
verified it and then you deleted the live, which means you knew you caught yourself right fucking then. Otherwise, that live would still be up.
Yep.
So, no,
And I
I don't
feel the
fucking feel
same
sorry for
way.
you.
I
And
feel
I've
the
caught you
same
in
way.
probably 150 lies at minimum since then. But, like, who has time to count all these? One day it's you got papers October 3rd. One day it's you had 3 weeks and then they gave you another fucking week. One day it's, you know what I mean? Like, it just goes on and on
Yeah.
and on and on and on. And it's the dumbest fucking shit. I'm going to go to the gas station and get dinner at fucking midnight. Oh, I'm going to warm up the lasagna I had last
Mm-hmm.
night. Well, guess what? Gas stations don't sell fucking lasagna, people. Like, it's the dumbest fucking lies I've ever heard out of a fucking person in my life. And I'm just like, how does her subscribe? Like, I legit feel like her subscribers just don't listen. They go in there and talk to each
Yeah.
other and pay zero attention to her at this point because I don't understand otherwise how the fuck they don't hear what she's saying.
And she don't even when people's on her panel and they'll be talking to her. And she's totally ignoring them because she's reading every comment that's in that chat. That's how obsessed she is with what other people says. She
Right.
reads every freaking comment. So for her to make the remark that she never seen nobody talking junk about Jimbo is a lie
Right.
because she
How many,
reads the
okay, for
whole
example,
chat.
how many times did I correct her on a case and she ignored those comments? But
Hmm.
the minute I go in there and call her out for calling me a liar, she
She
sees my
sees it.
comment and it's, I didn't
Hmm.
mention you. I never said your name. I didn't say anything bad about you. Really? Because I have the recording. And then she blocks me. What does that say? Like, does that not scream everything fucking valid right there?
Yep.
You're gonna silence someone
Exactly,
calling
sugar
you out
pie.
finally? Because I kept quiet for the longest time. The
And the
longest
way
time.
they did poor old Hummingbird went in there and said what she said and then come, and was in Jimbo's and asked for prayers. And
Mm-hmm.
then they went off on her the way that they did because she come in chat and asked for prayers for her brother and they wanted to block her over it. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? She's coming in there for moral support and prayers for her family, and you all are attacking her over it.
Yep.
That was sickening to me.
Well,
That
and
was absolutely sickening.
just like Sugar Pie saying, everything's all she always turns everything into her. And you're not an advocate if everything's always about you. I'm sorry, but like we've
Nope.
all been through shit. We all have fucking lives. We all have past. We've all been through traumatic situations. That's just fucking life. Wake the
Yep.
fuck up. Like, I
And
could
for them to sit and say that they don't, how do they know? How do they know? They've never been through until they know what you're going through. How do you all know what we've been through?
mm-hmm.
Because we don't get on YouTube and blast it. You all
Yep.
don't know
And
what none of us
anybody
have
that
been
watched
through.
me and yeah, and anyone that watched me and Mel's last late night chat, I told Mel I need her or HCC or one of the other reputable actual true crime communities. We need to set up a fucking one of them to just flat out fucking interview me. Leave out how I got out of certain situations because I know the way I left is not the way other people should.
Mm-hmm.
But just fucking interview me. I'll put it all out there. I don't give two shits. What are you gonna find out? I caught a fucking misdemeanor because I stood up for myself. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Yep.
Because if people want to really come at me with factual shit, you're gonna look like a fucking idiot in the end. If it's not okay for me to fucking stand up for myself when someone tries to kill me, and I told them, I'll pull his records and show them in comparison to mine. It speaks volumes in itself. Do your
Mm-hmm.
research. You'll know who the fuck I am. I don't fucking care. Me standing up for myself injured and protecting my child that was in the home and catching a
Yep.
misdemeanor was 1000% fucking worth it in the end. I don't care.
Yeah, I got arrested and
But there's
the
a
arrest.
reason I have the bottom of the barrel fucking misdemeanor, can still have a fucking firearm, can still have a concealed permit, can still have fucking what Indiana considers violent, aggressive dogs, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, I still have all of my rights intact. There's a reason. I
Yep.
even went in front of a jury of 6 judges and disclosed why I should have my gun permit because they gave it to me and a month later pulled it and made me go in front of them and re-victimized me to keep my gun permit. So
Yep.
if they want to come at me with stupid fucking questions, come at me. I've told
Come at me.
everyone since I left fucking Anthony Greeno, come at me. I fucking dare you.
That's the same way with me. I got arrested, over violating EPO, but I nothing. I didn't drop nothing. The complaining party didn't drop nothing. The judge throwed it out because he knew I hadn't done nothing wrong to even
And that,
have
I
an
mean,
EPO on me,
and that
and
right
I
there is
and I
like the
still
tip
got
of the
my gun
iceberg of my
rights.
life.
Yeah, I still got my gun rights. I still can carry a CCW, and so when they go to holler and she's been convicted of a violent, that's considered a violent thing, violating the
Yeah.
emergency protective order, and the judge throwed it out because I had done nothing wrong and I have my CCW.
Yeah. And I mean,
And
they can pull my arrest record, but like, an arrest doesn't mean shit. I wasn't fucking convicted. There was a lot of times I was arrested just to get me out of fucking dangerous situations. Like, if everybody wants the actual facts behind it, you know what I mean? But
hmm yeah, sugar pie, I couldn't never figure that out. Why I was asked, a few times to do certain things when Ernie himself knows that I'm not that type of person. You can't persuade me or bribe me or control me to do something. And that's what pissed me off so bad when I was told that Ernie was going to tell me I was like, oh no, that ain't about that. That ain't about to happen.
Let's
Who's
see.
contacted the wrong person?
Hang on, I missed some comments. Talked about summer and didn't even speak factual on it. Yeah, she doesn't speak factual in any case.
Mm-mm.
That was my first like red flag with her before anything else ever came at me, because I was like, that was just offensive to me and all my friends. I think the reason they don't ask who you are and try to find out who you are behind your back and hack you. I can't say no one's trying to hack me or bribe me, but they have tried to like talk shit and put out false information just to like ruin my reputation. But like, I just don't acknowledge them. Misdemeanors, boom. 100% Justice Angel. And hi,
Yep.
I haven't seen you in a while. Hardly anyone acknowledged Hummingbird that day. Yeah, and that's like the most sad thing ever. Like, she actually needed fucking people to support her, and no one actually gave a shit about her. They only cared about themselves. It's disgusting.
And even though she knew that, both channels were at bats with each other, she dropped her pride or dignity or whatever anyone wants to call it enough to go on both chats and ask for prayers for her
Yeah.
situation. And they were more worried about the drama and the shit talking
Yep.
over there in that other chat to even say they were sorry or, sending prayers to you or whatever.
Hmm.
And that's all she got out of the
Well, that's just
stands
like the
chat
past
was,
Wednesday. Remember when someone was like, "Tell Amy K like blah blah blah." Yeah, you're watching the chat. That's why you're trying to send messages
mm-hmm,
through to me through other fucking people. But like, that means you clearly seen I was going through my own shit. They did the same thing fucking a few months ago when some super traumatic shit was happening in my life. They wait until they think they can get me at my lowest. Well, guess what? I might be going through some fucking shit. You're still not gonna fucking get me. Yeah, I'll lash out.
mm-mm,
I'll tell you about yourself. I'll invite you to my fucking door. I'll tell
I
you
do
how I
too,
could come to
Donna.
yours if you had one. You're not gonna fucking phase me. I don't care. You're on YouTube and you don't matter.
Mm-mm. My friends on YouTube that matter, they know they matter to me.
Mine too.
They
And do you
do.
think it's an injustice to missing children to now talk about them interchannel with all the profanity and drama? I do, because here's my problem. She can't do a video. Like, it was already offensive that she couldn't do a video and just know any aspect of a case. Like, that was already offensive. But the fact that she wants to, like, talk drama, throw a little bit of true crime, and then talk more drama, that fucking pisses me off. Those two should never mingle. That is why I do crime videos and I do my what I call my late night chat videos. Everyone that watches me on a regular basis knows what my late night chats are. And if it is someone new, I always make sure to let them know, like, this isn't going to be serious. It's not going to be true crime. Like, this is where we come, like, decompress, blah, 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 whatever. I don't ever, like, mix the two together. It's disgusting. She never
Yeah,
researches. It's all what someone gossips to her about. She just wings it. Yeah, and most of all of her so-called subscribers that feed her info, it's none of it's factual. It's she just spreads fucking false bullshit and it pisses me off.
that was like that stuff with Brandon, when that got brought back out. And she
I
knew
agree,
better
Sugar
than
Pie.
that. She knew better. Betty had
Yeah,
done
like
talked about that, and that had done been debunked, and Brandon and Betty had figured that out between
the
the two
ages
of
don't
them.
even fucking match up, for fuck's sake.
No, no, and there was pictures of that other guy,
Yeah, they
and they
don't look
looked
anything
nothing
alike.
alike.
Yeah. And then, like, the fact that she's like, "Oh, thanks for coming to clear that up." Bitch, you knew ahead of time it wasn't him. You just thought you were going to get a Jimbo with some bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, she knew better. She knew better than that, and
And
still,
here's a news flash for everyone. When AG got arrested, he was at a fucking protest for the Kendrick Johnson fucking case with Crime Geek. So it's not anything fucking new.
Oh wow.
They would literally talk to the sheriff at the fucking police station, had the whole interview with the sheriff, walked out, and that's when AG got fucking arrested. So
1,000%, Donna. 1,000%. They
she needs to
know
study and
what's.
research, maybe do a few pre-recorded videos. Well, here's the thing: she doesn't know how to.
Mm-mm.
But here's my other problem: is she says that you know how she used to beg for coffee and cigarette money, right? So how hard
Mm-hmm.
is it to drink your coffee and smoke a few cigarettes and watch some videos, read some articles before you go live? It's not that hard. There are reputable channels out there that you could easily just watch them, and like I do way more than that. So like don't
Take
get me wrong. Like
notes.
I spend fucking weeks deep diving and taking notes. I'm not the normal. I get it. But how hard is it to just watch and read a few things while you drink your coffee and smoke some cigarettes and then go live and have a conversation about it? So
Mm-hmm.
simple.
Yep. She's too wrapped up in the drama all day long on the phone with numerous people
Yeah,
gossiping
the
about the
pity party
drama.
makes her money. That's what it comes down to. The fucking pity party lie makes her money.
Even before all this, that's what all the conversations that was talked about between me and her was either about drama, screenshots. I've got proof of this one. This one told me this one sent me that, or can I borrow?
Yep. And here's my other thing, like, why does someone else have to say that she's suddenly a fucking victim of DV?
Mm-hmm. When nothing was
Like,
never, as I said,
what would Butch
verbally,
think about
yes.
that if he knew that that's what she was spreading on YouTube? That's what I'm
Yeah.
worried about. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a felon many, many times. But even if he wasn't, you don't just run with something because that's what your new cover story is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if he wasn't a felon, you could potentially be running his life.
Yep.
Why and now, and knowing he is a wanted felon, why would you put that out there? It is so fucking disturbing to me.
Yeah. I don't think he would take that. Even if it is true, if he was to find out about that, I feel like that's going to cause more trouble than what's already there.
Right.
You know that it would. Like I said, verbally, yeah, I've heard it myself, and I've told her straight to her that he's piece shit. And
I kind of
but I,
am starting to believe that it's like a two-way street with the verbal shit, though.
yeah, I've had other people. I'm not going to say that I ain't never heard her say stuff back to him, but I've never heard her start it. You know
Will
what
you
I'm
lay down already?
saying?
Hang on, I'm gonna mute. My Doberman's acting psycho.
Mhm. Game products they fall down to work to figure that. Oh wow, Donna, that was a good deal. That was an amazing deal. Shoot, you saved what, $36? Daggone.
I'm sorry if you guys hear him. He can't get his blanket situated, so he's being super obnoxious. Did you hear Mama G and Loves the other day
Mm,
bitching about everyone? Well, I mean, they always bitch about everyone. Must have been payday. Payday's the 21st, unless it's from someone. Three of them sounded they were high. Turned to the moon. I mean, probably like they're all fucking. I mean, realistically, like, what do they have? And if I have to hear one more person say we're fucking jealous, like, jealous of what? Jealous
yeah.
of what? I have shoes that cost more than fucking you make in a week on YouTube, people. Like, and I'm not trying to be an asshole and brag, but like, what the fuck am I jealous of? Please tell me. I have a family that actually loves me, a house I own, a fucking very nice luxury car that I have, a closet that I can't even wear everything I fucking own, a fucking makeup room, a fucking office. Like, What the
It's
fuck am I
ridiculous,
jealous
y'all.
of?
Uh,
Jesus.
That's
I
what I
have
don't
t-shirts
get.
that cost more than what she's paying for multiple nights in a hotel that just hang
I
there
don't.
because I don't want to wear them. Like, why am I jealous? Please, someone tell me.
I don't understand that part. What we're so jealous over.
And like, I'm not a materialistic person. Do I like nice things? Yes. But like, I'm not fucking jealous. For fuck's
Mm-mm.
sake. There's nothing to be jealous of. I'm sorry. There's not. Like, what? You're in Cali and I'm in Indiana where it gets cold and snowy? Well, guess what? Cold and snowy makes my family money too.
And you know it's all them cash outs that we get. That's
Also, and if
that's
I
what
have
we're
to hear one
jealous
more
over.
time, these people don't have jobs. You don't know what anybody fucking has. And FYI, Nicolina, I do have a fucking car since you said I don't, you stupid ass. A
She's got
very
a
nice
nice
one. And
red.
people can validate this because they've seen it.
Mm-hmm. I rode in that bitch. I know.
Like, Jesus Christ. I'm fucking spoiled. Not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. Spoiled as fuck. But
Yep.
like, am I on here normal? Like, normally, when do you ever hear me say anything about what I have? Never. But like, I'm so sick of hearing the word jealous. Like, get the fuck out of here. I have zero things to be jealous about. I have 9 Christmas trees in my fucking house right now, for fuck's sake, and I didn't even put them all up.
And you know how they get away with saying, "Well, I didn't say you," but you say they, and we are part of that they.
Yeah, because you've mentioned
They,
my name. That
they,
puts me in they and
they.
them.
Yep, you have included us in part of that they. So
And
when you
I'm
say
like,
they, you're
I
talking about
normally don't
us.
even want to put this shit out here. Like, ever. Like, I don't think I've ever actually said this. But just in comparison, while everybody was freaking about what Maga's house cost, I promise you my house costs twice as much and I'm in the Midwest. So do the math on that. Because my house is way fucking bigger and cost way fucking more.
Yeah, Sugar Pie, like, how does she not know that people, whatever job, she's a clinical researcher or a pharmaceutical researcher, whatever it is she calls herself. How does she not know that people are way more educated and have a higher paying job and a bigger title, I guess, so to say, you
Well,
can
my
call
thing
it,
is
than
this,
what
like,
she does?
yeah, my
For
thing
her to
is
think
this.
that,
Yeah, I'm spoiled now, but I've been through the roughest of the rough. So if I want to enjoy
mm-hmm,
being spoiled, I have that fucking right. I worked my
yep,
ass off at one fucking point. It doesn't matter what the fuck I did. It doesn't matter what the fuck I've, accomplished, not accomplished. It doesn't fucking matter. Fact of the matter is, I started at one point and I'm where I am for a fucking reason. End of fucking story.
yeah, yeah.
And if
And
anyone
that's what
questions,
kills me.
I'm not hard to find. And I'll tell you right now, I drive a fucking Mercedes. Who fucking gives a shit? It's a goddamn fucking car.
It's what pisses me off when they say they don't know. They don't know. Yeah, we do know. Just because it's not like that now doesn't mean we don't know. I know it all too well. All too well. Nobody don't have to tell me my struggles because I lived them.
Yeah, like, just like Justice Angel just said, she may not have a lot of material things, but she's empathetic. She has a good heart, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. And like, I've tried to be that person, but like, why? So people can talk shit? I'm so done going out of my way for fucking people. The people that I will be empathetic
Yep.
and caring for and help are the people that fucking deserve it. Not the people fucking begging, not the people that pull up at my house and go, "Oh my god, her house is huge and she's got a luxury car. I'm not going in." Like, if you want to judge me by pulling up in front of my house, you can go fuck yourself. If you want to judge me by something that's fake that someone told you, you can go fuck yourself. If you want to judge me on whether I walk outside in fucking sweatpants or I walk outside in $200 jeans, you can go fuck yourself. Like, I don't
Yep.
fucking care at the end of the day what you think. Never have, never will. Hence, highly tattooed, in case you didn't notice on YouTube.
Mm, mm,
Never
mm.
obviously gave two shits.
This heifer was covered in tattoos with them 2-inch fingernails.
Right. Oh, she's got
Listen,
12-inch
y'all.
nails. Learn how to fucking math, people. They're an inch and a half for your fucking 12
With a,
inches. You can shove up your ass. Don't be mad because you can't fucking figure out how to fucking type with them. Like, what the fuck?
hey, now I can't. That's why
That's
mine ain't
because,
on no
but you've
more.
never had long nails. That's like the dumbest thing ever.
Mm-mm.
Like, do you know how many people ask me on a weekly basis, how do you do anything with those? And you know what my response is? The same way you do things without them. Like, what
You've
the
come
fuck?
accustomed to it. You've had them
Right.
so
Like,
long.
I
It's
can't
like part
function
of
without
you.
them. Just like you couldn't function
Hmm.
with them if you just like went and
With
asked
them.
for 1.5 inch nails. It's like common sense, people. Common sense.
Ain't no way. Because I went so many years without having any at all, with my
It
job.
probably
Like,
also
there's no
says it
way.
make you reveal more about. I'll reveal it all. That's my whole thing. I'm transparent. I don't give a shit. I'm not hard to find. Like I legit am the easiest person to find. I've never hid behind my identity. My fucking YouTube name literally goes back to my modeling days when I was next to nothing in size. I don't fucking care. I have fucking photos that sold for hundreds of dollars in fucking art shows. I don't fucking care. Like, show whatever you want to find. I don't care. Those things are there for a reason. Google them. I'm gonna get paid at the end of the day when you Google them. Like, what? Like, I don't fucking care. I have more money in makeup upstairs than most people probably have in their house. And if you don't believe me, you can ask anyone that's ever been to my house. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. Like, I'm really not. I've tried for so long not to ever mention what I fucking have, but for fuck's sake, if I have to hear one more person say I'm fucking jealous of something, it is the most
Oh,
stupid shit I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry,
I could
Donna.
go bartend and make more money than most of these people make in a fucking week. Just bartending. Like, so
Donna, I've been
stupid.
there, honey. Uh, Not that situation, but I've left out with nothing but the clothes on my back and had to start over
Yeah,
from the
that's
bottom.
what I'm saying. Like when I left my psycho ex that tried to kill me, I literally gave up my house and all the vehicles I paid for, not him. I paid for just so he couldn't fucking have them, and I started all over again. Like I don't fucking care. I don't
Yeah.
understand what people don't get about that. Just because you run a fucking name and come up with the wrong person, first of all, and don't find what I have doesn't mean fucking shit at the end of the day. It means A, you suck at your fucking so called job, but it also means I'm smarter than you and fucking hid shit so that you couldn't find it. If you find my license plate, you're really smart. And it's not that fucking hard to find me. Like, just saying. There's a reason I back into places. License plate is a dead giveaway of who the fuck I am.
I just don't understand it. It's like they know that
I
I'm
grew up in
going
the hood. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. I grew up in the fucking hood. Like,
to. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I've lived that life. I've lived that life. And that's what going back, it pisses me off when they say they don't know. They ain't never been through it. I've lived that life.
yeah, I've lived in the hood. I moved out when I was fucking 15 the first time. I moved out at 17 the second time. I've been fucking homeless. I've started at the bottom multiple times. I fucking took care of my baby brother when I was barely old enough to take care of my fucking self and finished raising him. I took care of my fucking kids. My kids are fucking perfection. Not gonna fucking like lie. I've never met anyone that could
Donna.
even compare. I want to see your makeup room. I'm obsessed with makeup. It is on a video, but I for what video? But if you want me to do a special it's probably about to get like redone decoration wise. But if you want me to do a tour, I will. But it'll probably be on my second channel, not my
It,
main.
I think Jimbo may even have a live of you doing it.
It was on,
tour.
yeah, I think it might have been on Jimbo's live. I know I definitely showed it at some point. But like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
something else, Donna.
I just don't understand why people are so worried about what other people have. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
You know,
not
like,
me.
I was young when I had my kids. Guess what? It also made me fucking have a better bond with my kid. It made me realize shit and fucking get out of stupid situations. It saved my fucking life in a lot of ways. I still went through shitty shit situations after that. Like, I can tell you right now, from 3 months on, my life's never been easy.
Mm-mm.
And anyone that knows me knows even like a tiny part of my life will tell you I've been through some fucking shit. That's
Yeah,
why I
Justice, I
want
think it would do all of us some good.
yeah, and that's why I told Mel, I'm like, I just need one of you that actually knows me to just do the interview, put the shit out there because I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm
Yep.
tired of the fucking speculation. I'm tired of the accusations. I'm tired of hearing I'm fucking jealous. Like, what, first of all, what kind of person supposedly doesn't have anything and doesn't have a car and goes to Miami every year for their fucking birthday, first of all? That's simple math. Miami's not fucking cheap, people. Like, oh my god. It's the dumbest shit. I can't take it anymore. I'm stupid. Stupid, sick of the
I've
immaturity.
went from being entitled, um,
I'm entitled as fuck, not gonna lie.
spoiled.
I earned my way to be entitled.
Yeah. Now I've been entitled, spoiled. Now I'm jealous. How did I go from being entitled and spoiled to being jealous?
Right.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that
100%.
part of it.
I 100% agree with Sugar Pie right there. It's because they don't have
Hmm.
it. They're jealous, basically, is what she's saying. And I 100% agree. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Nicolina actually knows what I drive and was just like, she doesn't even have a car because she didn't want to put it out there. Like, I
Yeah.
would not be surprised at all. Because that is one of the few things I made sure was in, like, how do I say that? I'm not even going to say that. Let's just say it's not hard to find what I drive. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, my kids had everything. I'm not going to lie. She's spoiled as fuck. She made good grades. She didn't get in trouble. Why would I not give her everything? Like, if you want to
It's just,
call her spoiled. But in my opinion, my child worked for the things she has.
but they want to sit and call us jealous or entitled or spoiled or whatever. But you know what? You could have the same thing if you get up off your ass and make an effort. You could do the same thing. It's called work, working hard for it, and
Yeah, and like
not
don't get me
depending
wrong.
on.
I went through as many struggles as I've went through being fucking spoiled. But at the end of the fucking day, it wouldn't matter if I was fucking single or fucking married. I would still fucking have shit. I've done it by myself. I've done
Hmm.
it with my husband. It doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Is that's what I was talking about earlier. The poor me and the situations, and we'll do something about it.
Yeah,
You're the
like,
only one that can do something about it.
I'm not the only person out there that can find
The
a
only
good
one.
wants to take care of them and not make them stress about life anymore. I'm not the only woman out there that can have that. I'm when we got together, I went from one job to two jobs and worked two jobs for a while. And then I went back down to one job and that one job didn't work because our fucking schedules conflicted. So I get to be fucking spoiled and I get to be a stay-at-home fucking mom even though my kid is grown, but she still lives here and I get to fucking take care of the house and my fucking dogs and do whatever the fuck I want and spend money on whatever I want and have whatever I want. But it doesn't mean that fucking my life before him wasn't fucking hell.
Yeah. Yep.
Even when I worked my ass off, I worked full time and went to school full time and raised my fucking children on my own and fucking spoiled my ex that fucking treated me like shit. So, you put the math together. Yeah, like, well, and here's the thing, like, my kid made straight A's. She did band, she did basketball. She never got in any fucking trouble. I never had to fucking ground her. I never had to lecture her. She didn't fucking do drugs. She didn't fucking drink. She didn't fucking have sex before she was 18. Like, my child was the ideal fucking child. And yes, I know all of these things for a fucking fact. And she fucking has a government job making more money than most of the people on YouTube whining and crying about nonsense at 20 years old, for fuck's sake. Like, why would I not spoil her? Like,
Yep.
make it make sense.
Donna, I asked her one time, um, did she think she was going to get rich, be famous off of YouTube? I don't care about that. I don't care about subs. I don't care about views. I don't care about that. I want to cover missing kid cases and missing women and missing Native Americans on my channel. And I don't care if 10 people are watching, but now we all see what that's turned into.
Yeah, what was she bragging about today? I have 100 and something people. Actually, it was last night. I have 100 and something people at 2 something in the morning. Yeah, okay. But
Hmm.
how many views are you going to actually get? Because I got 13 people in here right now, and I guarantee I still end up with more views in the end. Like, it's not a. And
Yeah,
that's the weird thing. Like, when I say I don't care about subscribers and how many I have, because, like, I love the people that authentically know me and follow me and listen to me. I love them because they're intelligent fucking people. They're here for a reason, right?
yeah,
But like at the end of the day, I don't care if I grow. I don't care if I get fucking monetized. I don't give a fuck if somebody sends me fucking money or not. I've never once posted my Cash App on a screen. It's always been in my description box, but I've never once even mentioned it until now, FYI, on my videos. Um, but like at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about people's stories getting told. It's about fucking people being fucking outed for being trash. It's about fucking getting justice for fucking people like Jamie Tate, who I know personally. That's the other thing. I don't cover fucking people that don't actually matter to me. I cover the shit that is like close to home. I have a connection with. I put myself through fucking hell to cover the cases that I fucking cover because they are close to home. They are personally connected. Some of them I do know, like Jamie Tate, who I once was really close friends with and spent all day, every day with. That's not a fucking easy thing. It's easy to go live and talk about someone you know nothing about. I could do that all day, every
hmm,
day. But why? Why? Because I want a fucking dollar? Yeah, no, I'm good.
yep, sugar pie. You are exactly right. You are exactly
I'm
correct.
sorry, but I am fucking good on all that. There's a reason you will never catch me unless one of my friends that also is a fucking YouTuber asked me a specific question on a big case that is happening in real time. You'll never see me address a fucking case like that. Ever. I don't give a fuck if I grow, I don't grow. That's not why I'm here. I didn't ever want to be here. I was an Instagrammer until I got drug on a fucking podcast and then asked to do my own channel.
I've your side of true crime, which are real true crimers. I've had the privilege of getting to hang out with some of those people, and to compare those people to others that we coexist amongst ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
The real true crimers that I've had, like I said, the privilege of being able to speak to, the intelligence level of them people absolutely blows them out of the water. The people that I've met through you would sit and look at these other individuals as if they had totally lost their mind.
Yeah.
If you could get all of them together in a room and put one group on one side and one group on the other, it would absolutely
And that's
be
why I said if
amazing.
she keeps it up, the true crime community is going to have a heyday with her. That's exactly why I made that comment. It wasn't a threat. It
Such
wasn't that I was going to
smart,
stick anyone on her. It's
smart,
plain and
intelligent
simple.
people.
We're not going to sit here and just let people
Intellectual.
say shit. And I'll tell you exactly who
Hmm.
she's talking about because I've let Leslie meet these people. It's me, Incognito Society, Cold Truth, Hoosier Cold Cases, the Captain Howdy. Those are who she's talking about. We don't play around with all this
Incog.
bullshit. Yeah, she's upstairs sleeping right now. But, like, we
Oh,
don't have time for this nonsense. I was only here and drug some of these people into investigating Ernie Shell because he's fucking Anthony Greeno 2.0. At least
they're
get your
amazing
own
people.
personality if you're going to be a fucking weirdo on YouTube. I'm sorry, but you 100% tried to steal Anthony Greeno's fucking thing. You dress like him, like the whole thing. It's fucking weird, dude. Please find your own personality. My
Some of the
channel is...
smartest people I've ever been around. They really are very intellectual people.
Oh, and I'm just going to say
When
I'm
I
probably
say
the
it,
most vulgar out of the entire group that I just mentioned, by
yeah,
the way. Like, most of them try
she
not to
is.
cuss and all of that. I just don't give two shits. My boys said what they wanted, worked hard. She drops all the people who had her back. I mean, I tried to help her fucking get her channel together, and she didn't care. The drama was more important to her. My channel is established, but it took me a while. I'm monetized. Yeah, it does take time if you're authentic and, like, you know what I mean? But, like, what you do and what I do is two different things. So I could go live every day and talk about a case and probably get there a lot quicker than what I have. But I'm just so authentic to the cases that I cover that I don't go live on a regular basis. Like, I'm not going to lie. There's people that yell at me all the time because I don't have a regular schedule. But I don't feel comfortable doing that because I don't feel like I'm putting in the amount of time that each case deserves. And a lot of my friends are like backing off from true crime right now too because it's just not fair to cases if we're pushing out content. Turnout for him, it's going to be the same for her eventually. I mean, they're both trash. They deserve together. I do my podcast for the right reasons. Yeah, 100% Justice Angel. Like, you try your hardest to get these cases out there. And they are all, most of them are also very small cases that no one else pays attention to. Let's look at what 666 meant to be her close friend. Yeah, they don't know what actual friendship is, and the ones out there screaming loyalty, loyalty. Yeah, you don't even know the meaning. Go read a dictionary. She kills me with the loyalty bullshit. Because if she was
Oh
loyal,
my
she would have
God, me
never brought me.
too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
if she knew what loyalty meant, she would have never brought my name up. Period. First of all, and she definitely would have never fucking turned on me. Which I don't care. Like, obviously, I don't care. It's just like one little nugget that should show people what kind of person she is. I am so angry right now. I don't even know why. Like, these people don't matter to me. I think it's just I'm so sick of hearing the same narrative over and over. You know what I mean, Leslie? Like, it's just old.
Yeah, it's
And, like,
it's the lack of knowledge and common sense into
well, not only that, but it's
I don't.
like,
It's hard for me to.
if you're gonna be a lying piece of shit,
I
can you
just
at
can't
least
with
come up
them no
with a new
more.
narrative once in a while? Like, I'm so sick of hearing the same bullshit every fucking day. Like, come up with a new lie at
Hmm.
least. At least
Yeah.
intrigue me with a new lie. Give me something to fucking research. I don't know, something stupid. Just a
And
fucking waste of my fucking time.
not saying that
We have so
one
many
missing
lurkers right now.
person
It's funny.
is less important than the other. I'm not even saying that. But like you try to cover cases that's closer to and with that advantage, you may know, like with Jamie, that person personally, or something that's closer to where you live, to where you may know that area better than you
Yeah,
would somebody that's 3,000 miles away from you
right.
missing. And it's just like a random, when that does happen, it's like a random case that somebody's went online and typed in missing persons or whatever and snatched, um, a case and tried to cover it, and you don't know a damn thing about it at all, period. And
You
then
know
you're
what?
going in there trying to discuss something that you have no knowledge of by no
Right.
means.
Well, this was my other thing that made me laugh at her when she was trying to do true crime, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm sorry. I know not everyone knows every true crime case that's out there. But like, okay, well, the numbers just dropped, but there's 14 people in chat right now, and I'm gonna say maybe half of those are fucking chatting. But like, who in here doesn't know the West Memphis Three?
Yeah, she didn't. That's what I'm saying. Some of
Or
the biggest cases.
what was the other big one that she had zero? Oh, Missy Beavers. I did that case 2 years ago on a fucking podcast I don't even associate with these days. Like, I have a whole file upstairs. Um, like, I just don't, like, how do you not know anything about any fucking case? Ever. Ever. Like, I'm not saying you gotta be an expert in all of them, but fuck, you gotta start somewhere and know something about something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Instead of pulling up one little news article and think that you can have a 2 or 3 hour live over it, and there's, you know, 100 words in that article. I mean, what are you going to talk about? You're going to read that article and then that's going to be it.
Right.
Then talk
Thank you,
about
Donna,
drama the
by the
rest of
way.
the time.
Yeah. I mean, Donna's probably
Chaotic
right.
did try to help her.
I tried. She did. She was
Yeah.
more worried about the drama. The drama is what makes her money. Hurt.
Chaotic really did try to help her and encourage her. And
I
I
even
did
told her how
too.
to get away from the fucking drama. She didn't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, I did too. And people thought that I was just turning against her and trying to pull her away from dumbass. And that
Yeah.
wasn't even it at all. It
I told
wasn't.
her
I
in
was like, I'm not
chats. I
telling
had
you.
private conversations with her. She did not fucking give a shit. At
Mm-mm.
the end of the day, it was what she could get, which was the AG fucking ES fucking what do you comparison video, I guess, that she harassed the fuck out of me for, and then it was a big fuck
Mm-hmm.
you to me. So
And I knew you was sick that day. You was like, she is aggravating the shit out of me, and I'm so sick. And you finally was like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to just get it. And she did me the same way. Me and Jimbo and Ernie, knowing at that time that I was pulling myself away from him. I'd been telling her for a few months, showing her stuff and telling her. And I can show you screenshots. I can show you links that she sent me. And sister, will you and Jimbo come up and discuss? Want me and Jimbo and Harlan to come up and discuss Harlan,
yeah, because she wanted you guys to do
or
the
me
work
and
for
Jimbo and
her.
her. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not. And I told her for a long time, when I get ready, and I even told Jimbo, when Jimbo was like, you're more than welcome. Whatever you need to talk about, you're more than welcome to do it on my channel. If that's what you want to do. She aggravated me to death to do it on hers. And I was like, when I get ready to say what I need to say, I'll either do it on my channel or I'll do it on Jimbo's. I wasn't going to give that opportunity to her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? What kind of person would I have been to if I didn't do it on my own channel, then
Right.
not to give that respect, to because certain, we've all been acquainted one way or the other for years, and I felt like that's where my respect was owed to do it at. Didn't have nothing to do with a plan or that just oh, I cannot. That right there is what absolutely blows my mind. That more
Yeah.
than anything, that this was a plan. That it all was a plan. It all was a plan from the beginning. It's been going on for months, and they got this proof and that proof of it. That right there is the part that I absolutely cannot get over. I can't.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. And I can't.
Yeah. Sugar pie, don't censor yourself. They're not even fucking worth it. Just be you. That's
Mm-mm.
that's like the best advice I can get to you is just be you. Like, don't care if you're gonna hurt someone's feelings because at the end of the day, the truth hurts. That's just my thing. Like, that's why I don't sugarcoat shit. The truth hurts. Donna, I don't think she actually gives a shit about any case. I think that she just thinks it's a quick way to make a dollar. Um, yeah, I did. And let's see. She can hardly get liberators up on panel lately. Separated her from liberators. Yeah, like I mean, she's losing everything over what? Like, what is she at the end of the day? What is she actually gaining? A few dollars? Okay,
She, th- I
good luck
think
with that.
seriously. I think she thinks she's gained something with Nicolina. I
Well, she keeps
honestly
talking
do.
about how many people are in her chat. Yet, newsflash: most people are hate watching you. No one actually cares what you're
Hmm.
saying. We laugh at you. That's what people watch you for. Laugh. Because you show them how much better their lives are when they're going through a tough time. That's why people watch you. Just a newsflash.
Sugar Pie, it broke my heart when you stepped away from us there, for a while. I was like, no, that they really pissed me off pushing her, away, but I got it. I understood. And I did it myself. I wasn't active in chats. I sat back. I wasn't saying nothing to nobody. I had people asking me what was wrong. Even, even there was even times in Jimbo's life that I didn't even say a word. And people didn't even know I was in there
Yeah,
unless I
I was
called
silent in
somebody
Jimbo's
out.
for months. Months and months and months I didn't talk in Jimbo's. No one knew I existed.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And Sugar Pie, it's the
Sure
same thing.
didn't.
The money is that's why they do what they do because they know they can fucking bribe people to fucking give them money with that bullshit line of send us $2 and we'll say what you have to say to Jimbo. Like, yeah, it's not cute, it's
Mm-hmm.
stupid. People are gonna get old. They're eventually gonna run out of things to say. Just FYI, guess what? You're gonna be broke tomorrow. So stupid.
That's what I didn't get with them is they said they went after Jimbo because he was coming in their chats when they was live saying he was gonna go live and it to steal
Yeah, that never
their
happened. At
viewers and
one
their
point I
subscribers. I was
tried to
like,
actually give two shits
what
about him.
what daggone viewers? What subscribers?
Yeah,
Everybody's up here watching is part of him anyway, so what's he gonna steal? Something that's he don't already have.
right.
And he schedules 95%. If he done a pop up live, it was because of some bullshit
Yep.
that was going on that he needed to address in the middle of the day. Other than that, all of his lives are scheduled. And they act like, they go live in the daytime and they act like he was coming in there every day. Oh, I'm going live in 30 minutes. I'm going live when that was
Yeah,
so
and they
not
kill me with
the
that
truth.
too. Well, all of them, and I mean all of them, kill me with the, oh, how are they going to go live when I'm live? Do you know how many people on YouTube? You can't go live without going live over someone else. Sorry,
Over top
newsflash.
of somebody.
And
Yeah.
some of us, like, have you ever seen Jimbo throw a fit if I had to do a live on a case while he was live? Absolutely not. Why? Because at the end of the day, what I'm covering is more important. That's why. I
They
don't have
still do it
time.
now.
Yeah, I don't have time to
Donna.
sit around and wait for a random video to end for me to cover actual fucking shit that's important. Jimbo's never once threw a fit when I went live over him. Why? Because when I go live over him, it's because it's something important. Like breaking news with Amaya's case when there was arrests made. Like, that shit
Yeah,
is important. Your fucking petty drama, oh, this person doesn't like me, let me cry about it. It doesn't fucking matter, people. And
what if
newsflash,
people's
liberators,
got
no one
jobs and
actually liked you. We were bored waiting on other people to go live.
let's say I've got a job and I've got to be at work at 10 o'clock at night. And that's when Jimbo usually, goes live or whatever. So I got to go live in the middle of the day. All right. Let's say Donna usually does her lives at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I've got to go to work in a few hours, and there's only certain times of the day that I can go live.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not supposed to go live because three other people was live. You go live and that's what I finally told. I told Mama T. When they was complaining about going live, I said go live. Don't worry about when nobody else is live. If you want to go live, go live. It
Right.
ain't. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, regardless of what somebody else is doing.
Yeah, you can't sit there and worry about if your friend's going to be mad at you. Like, realistically, even if you took me and my circle of actual true crime people, right? There's been times where our shows overlapped. But, like, when you're working on cases and some of you are covering different cases, you don't have the option of when you're going to schedule something. You have to work around the families, you have to work around the
Hmm.
fucking victim, you have to work around the advocates. You don't have a fucking choice in when you go fucking live. Newsflash, actual true crime creators don't always have a fucking choice.
Yeah, you got to
If
get
I'm
it in
doing
when
my
you can fit it
series
in.
where I'm covering something that's an old case that's, a movie is based off of, like my series is, yeah, that's a little different. I can schedule it around certain shit and, give my friends a heads up that, like, hey, I'm gonna drop this day, whatever. But, like, if it's a fucking in real time fucking situation, no, I'm not gonna wait around for people to quit arguing about nonsense to go live. Not doing it. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's millions of
It,
YouTube channels. If I tried to fucking wait on everyone I knew to not be live, I would never fucking go
you would never
live.
be able to do it. Yeah. And Donna, I know exactly that. She'd go if Ernie was live, and he don't never schedule a live, and he'd be live, and she'd go in there and she'd say, Ernie, I'm going live in 30 minutes,
Yep.
or same thing with Liberators, and I just seen her do that just like the past few days ago,
Yep.
and Sherry, old Cracker Girl, was um she's Mama T's going live, and then Kenny was like, well, we're just going to be on here a few more minutes. And then Schema T was like, it's still like 20 minutes from now before I go live. Well, you're doing exactly what you accused Jimbo of doing and saying that that's why you started attacking him. Was
Yeah.
for that reason.
The
And y'all
dumbest
sitting
shit
and
ever.
doing the same shit.
If you have something
What
to
kind of
say, just
sense
go
does
live
that
and
make?
say it. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. And that's like the great thing, I guess, because I do have a lot of subscribers from different communities, so we all cover different stuff. So generally, me overlapping one of their videos isn't the end of the world, right?
Hmm.
And even like my true crime people, like they get it, they know why. But like, I don't understand this whole like you can't be live
But they
from
ain't
blah blah
going to
blah
cry
to blah blah
baby
blah
over it.
because I'm gonna be live. Like, who fucking cares? If you share subscribers and they choose to watch one of you or bounce between the two, like at the end of the day, who fucking cares? You're not talking about anything relevant, anyways. You want to be
Yeah,
relevant?
sure.
Find a hobby that actually is important. Go save a life.
Yeah. Sugar Pie, I'm the same way. When I said what I said earlier, I ain't trying to make no peace. I ain't trying to mend no friendships. When I say I'm done, I'm done. And there's been lines crossed and boundaries crossed with me that there's no returning. Go on, do whatever it is you need to do, and leave me the fuck alone. Y'all carry on with it. Pick somebody, grab somebody else to pick on if that's what you want to do was drama. But as far as being buddy buddy back with certain people, won't
Mhm.
never happen.
And
And
like,
not just because of Jimbo or Chaotic or whoever. It's things that I have seen people say specifically about me that don't have a clue. And I don't need people like that in my life.
I agree, sugar pie. But like, and don't get me wrong, like, me and all of my friends try and work around each other because we all do different cases, right? Some of them do the same, but a lot of us do all different cases. So we want all of those cases to be heard, and we're all very good about like promoting the others and whatever because we do want the word out about all of these cases. But like, if
Hmm.
I have a fucking advocate, for example, like when the news broke about Amaya and arrest had been made, that was priority. None of my friends were throwing a fucking fit about changing their time because that's when the advocate was available. Like, you just don't do that. Certain things are more important. My video ended up overlapping Jimbo. Jimbo
He
completely
didn't cry
understood.
about it.
Yeah, he completely
Hmm.
understood. He even told people to go watch my video because it was important. And that's what people should really be looking at the end of the day. Like, you know, me talking about, me playing a game or doing trivia or talking about someone attacking me, is that more important than whatever is going on so and so's channel? Because at the end of the day, that's what fucking matters. What video is important?
Yep.
What's actually putting knowledge out there? And I don't have anything against channels that are just trying to have fun or even just talking to people or whatever. But like, you can't be butthurt when there's millions of YouTube channels. You just can't do that. People can
Nope.
always go back and watch your video on a replay. And they could do the same to mine if they would rather go have fucking trivia time. They can go watch my replay. But when I have, like an advocate like I did in Amaya's case that wants to come on, that's priority. I'm going to work with their schedule, not mine or my friends. You know what I mean? It just
Hmm.
doesn't, it's not fucking logical the way some of these people, and like moderators, why the fuck are you fighting over a fucking wrench? Who fucking
Listen,
cares?
when I tell y'all that heifer begged me to get Ernie and Jimbo to give her a wrench, she begged me.
Yeah,
Sis,
like, who
please tell him. Tell
cares?
him. Tell him. I
It
was
makes
like, I
your name
ain't
a different
telling him
color.
nothing.
Yeah, it gives your name a different color, but at the end of the day, if you block someone and the fucking creator doesn't want them blocked, guess what? They're unblocked. Like, you're nobody. Sorry, you're still not important just because you have a fucking wrench and a blue name. It's not that deep.
I
Quit
have
crying about
never
it.
asked. I've never asked for a wrench. The first wrench I got was in Ernie's, and I never asked for it. I just commented, and I was blue. The second wrench I ever got was in Jimbo's, and it was the same way. I commented, and I was blue, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Well,
I
I
think
had
the third.
multiple in the crime community. Like, I had multiple wrenches because all the people knew me. And then when all the chaos broke loose in Jimbo's and I was talking to him behind the scenes but not in the chat, I told him I would mod for him when a bunch of mods left. But I didn't
Hmm.
ask for it. I just like offered that I would.
Offered. Yeah.
And then Ernie's, I'll admit I asked for, but it was because I didn't want to be fucking blocked for nonsense. It was strictly
I,
so I couldn't be fucking blocked because stupid people block people all the time over there. And there was already so many
I,
people that didn't like me from my first interview with Ernie that I knew I was going to get blocked. That's the
yeah.
only reason that like I asked for it over there. And then,
I think in
but
the
like,
Liberators, I
everyone
told
else
them one
just gave
day
it to me.
they didn't have. No, I think they might have had like one person and I'm moderating, and people started coming in their chat, and I did offer. I was like, if it's needed, I don't care to moderate for you right now, and then you can take it back if need be. And I don't even know if they gave it to me right then or not. But eventually they ended up giving me one. I don't got it now, but I
Yeah.
think they I think they took mine before Scammy T did. which I don't care. A wrench don't bother
Yeah,
me one way or the other because if
doesn't
I have to
change
get
anything.
blocked in there, mm-mm. If you gonna block me, block me. I don't care. It ain't
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
stop
it
me from
doesn't
watching
make you
if I want to.
unblockable. It doesn't make you important. It's
Mm-mm.
it's more of a headache than it is anything. And like, I love the
Yeah.
mods that I have because they're dependable. They know exactly what I want. They follow
Hmm.
that. There's no arguing with my mods. Like, I love the mods I have.
I
But
think
like,
you
I
let me
see
block
some
somebody
channels where
one
like the
time.
mods argue more than the fucking chat does. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'd be
I
pulling all
do.
them fucking wrenches. Fucking cause chaos in my shit.
I give two shits about them. What I think is funny is Rose. How she
Oh my
hates
god.
moderators and
Now she has mods.
no, no. She
She
hates
did admit
she
the other
hated us
night.
for the wrong reason.
Well, she did admit the other night she has a problem with rejection, and like, I get it, and I sympathize, like, because I know some people do have that issue. I don't have that issue, but I know some people do. But like, how hard is it? Just don't spam a fucking chat. Don't be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Don't ask the same question over and over and over. And sure as fuck, don't demand that you're important in the chat. Like, oh, and don't insult a
Oh yeah.
creator the first time you come in their chat, because that's definitely going to just go piss them off. I didn't even block
Oh
her then,
yeah. I
though, to
had
be
to.
fair, when she came in mine the first time she'd ever been there. I just told her to go back to Dolly's. I wouldn't, like, I didn't even block her. I mean, that night was stressful enough. Let's be realistic. I was intoxicated having a conversation with Ernie for the first time about various serious things and just being me, and people were attacking me because they said I was rude. I even asked Ernie if he felt attacked. He was like, "No, you're just being honest." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And I was still being attacked. What? Make it make sense. If the person I'm interviewing isn't feeling attacked, then you probably shouldn't be attacking me. Stupid.
Yep. Yeah. Sugar pie. I've noticed that. Elise and Ricky pisses me off because in somebody's chat,
Yes, when someone
I
new.
think it was maybe the dens. People were talking about how respectful and stuff Ricky is, and he don't ever disrespect nobody. Well, honey, he done an awful lot of disrespecting. When was it? Last night? Today? I don't even know what day it was. Last night, I think it was. When
Sorry,
I
I
think it
was
was
laughing at
Ernie's
Jeff.
live. I think it was Ernie's live when he went on panel and said a bunch of jealous ass women that needed a blow up doll and talking shit to women that was on his panel, and I was like, I thought he didn't. I thought he didn't talk bad to women.
I mean, I don't need shit. I got a man in my bed. Just saying. For those that might be inquiring, Mr. Chaotic definitely exists.
He won't.
Who the
Did you
fuck is
say?
the A team? Like, I don't get the A team thing. Ass team?
That's that's Skern's team, A team.
Yeah, they're not A anything. A negative, maybe. Um, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
fucking
Ricky
care about
does
any
go
of these
off.
people. I got Mr. Chaotic in my bed and they can go fuck off. And if anyone's wondering, I'm letting Mr. Chaotic sleep. I am in another part of the house. I'm not yelling and keeping him awake.
Yeah, who
I
was
did wake
wrong?
him
I
up to
mean,
fucking tell Ernie about himself, though. I will admit that. I did wake up Mr. Chaotic for that.
I love that part. I was like,
Stupid fuck. How you gonna tell me how long I've been with somebody? The fuck? Stupid.
that's what
He
Ricky.
goes, if
That's
you
what
say
Ricky
so.
always says.
Yeah, I do
You
say
know.
so because it's factual, you fuck. That's stupid.
Hello, Otto.
Hi, Otto. How have you been? Otto does true crime stuff. He travels around. He's all fancy.
Ricky's always telling somebody they jealous because they want the big D. Now, who won't?
Can Ricky even speak
I
actual
want
English?
that.
What fuck kind of mumbling shit is that? Sounding like the fucking Liberator on fucking crack. I used to like
Sugar
Ricky
Pie.
shit.
Sugar Pie, I don't know if I've ever told you this or not, but do you know that Scammy T told me one time that you was Lori? Did I ever tell you that?
I
When you
mean,
first started coming about, she told me that. She told me that Lori was. I said, I wonder who that Sugar Pie is.
Okay,
She
first of all,
told me that it was
I have
Lori.
to laugh at that, but also I remember Mr. T because I loved him when I was little. But like Ernie doesn't have a fucking A team. Like, let's be realistic. He's got some guy with his dick in his ass. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna have to fucking not have this video or public. I can just see it now. It's so annoying. Let's see. Listen, guys, I don't believe he's a truck driver. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care enough about Ricky to know. He talks through his nose. Yeah, I could see that. Working in Santa's shop all night long. I'm always in Santa's workshop at Christmas time. But what are you
Said he
building,
talks
Otto?
through
I
his
feel like you're
nose.
making fun stuff. What are you doing in Santa's workshop? Inquiring minds want to know. Shops he may. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Ricky does. Why was she devoted to Ernie right in front of an abuser? Hi, Gypsy. You're just waking up. Enjoy your coffee while you listen to us vent. Well, because he's not actually any more of an abuser than her is my guess. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think they're both fucking toxic. And I think she hid her devotion to Ernie until he went wherever he goes during the day.
That's what I know. Listen, my brother-in-law, y'all, is a very intelligent man, and he's studying psychology and stuff. And I've let him watch Ernie, and he right off the bat said, "That sounds like a cult." He sounds. He said that's a straight cult right there. And for you to sit and say your loyalty
Mm-hmm.
to someone that you don't have a clue, you've never met this person, you're hundreds or thousands of miles away from them, but your loyalty is straight to that person,
Right.
hands down. Why? I don't. I don't under.
You got me.
I'm not. My loyalty is to my friends that I know is absolutely 100% my friends that I trust to be able to say anything to them and know that that's where it's at. It's not going to go no further unless I say I don't care if you tell it or not. But to loyalty to somebody that you don't have a clue, I don't know.
Donna,
That's hard for me to understand.
I don't think he actually knew about her devotion to Ernie, if you want me to be honest. I think she said he was jealous of Ernie just because people would like sympathize with her. And is she in love with Ernie? Probably, because, ignorance. Um, films his feet. We never see the rotors. I'm sorry. That was funny. I just seen feet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck any of those asshats do. And I mean, honestly, I just don't give a shit. Um, yeah, Otto, what you fishing for? Who are you building auto rods for, by the way? Children's? Parents? I don't know. I think she thinks Ernie is going to save her. Save her from what? Like, he doesn't have shit either. I'm sorry, but like, quite the pair there. Neither have anything.
Gonna come save her, and then they gonna do what?
Be homeless together. Beg together. lie together. And I don't mean lay
How's somebody
down, I
gonna
mean
save you
lie.
and they can't even save
They can
themselves?
take shifts lying on YouTube. Oh my god. I can't
I
read.
can't.
This is why me and Leslie are on the same page here. I fish for
I'm trying to be quiet.
walleye
Walleye.
on the Mississippi River. And yeah, I don't
And
know what
that's
any.
crazy.
You're speaking a whole nother
Heck
language to me,
yeah.
Otto. Can you break that down to
He's
like city girl?
they speak in my language. I love fishing for walleye.
You well then you can break it down for city girl, Leslie.
It's a fish.
That's our big downfall of being different. She's country and I'm as city as they fucking come. So
I used to fish for walleye over at French Broad over in Tennessee. And, God, mighty, I can't see. Shit, I
Donna.
damn broke my neck.
Donna's comment's funny. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at other
She's
people's downfalls. Look, we're not all beautiful to everyone. We just have to accept not everyone is going to love us. That's my nice advice for the night. Everyone needs love, but we don't have to love everyone. That's the
Donna's got me
chaotic
cooking.
niceness for the night.
Did you read Donna's last comment?
That's the one I was just responding to. That's as nice as I could be about that. Count how many there are. Tina, China, Lori, Maga, Mama T, Beloved Ghost, SG, Asia. How many did Manson have? Oh, Jesus. You're going to make me fucking think about this.
Well,
Close to the
she's
same
leaving out
number. Like, as far as
Jody.
main girls, like, it's close to the same. And then there was, like, the randoms. I was arguing. He got all mad and let slip he has worked with since 2012. I was like, what? What does that mean? He didn't like that. That happened. That makes more sense as to why he's standing by him, like, tried and true, because it kind of freaked me out at first. Just can't help myself, ladies. Donna, you're funny. Don't. I mean, you're bringing us joy. And it gives me. That gave me a really easy way to give positive affirmation to some people. It's okay if not everyone loves you and finds you attractive. Others will. I'm building rods for a 23andMe brother and a 23andMe brother-in-law, a new sister too. That's cool, Otto. Gypsy, you make a great point. May the force be with you. I don't need the force. I am chaotic. I will cause all the chaos. I just need the facts with me.
She got the havoc. She's. We
The
need to
fact,
tag havoc on there.
yeah, the facts are my friend. It's fine. Are they like newly found, Otto? I had a sister pop up a few years ago I didn't know existed.
Yeah, that is cool.
I can picture her jumping out of an alley with a knife in her hand, wigging out. You can picture who doing that? And that could apply to a lot of
Oh,
people.
she's talking about Lori.
May the facts be with you, chaotic. Thank you, Donna. They're always with me. I dig for those facts. I love facts.
It's sad. It is. I mean, how with like Lori and Beloved, it's me, Lori, Beloved Ghost, Jody, how infatuated somebody can be with him. That's scary. It really is. That somebody lets their mind go that far.
Yeah, Manson's not a murderer. He's kind of genius at manipulation. Oddly. Those are great gifts. Don't get me wrong, I do like Message moved.
Mm-hmm.
Think he's too busy white knighting. Yeah, probably. But I mean, maybe he also has a love for him. Who knows? Just found me 2 years ago. Now we all. That's super cool. My sister found me. I think we're going on 3 years now. Haven't seen It's Me lately. Oh, I'm sure if you just look hard enough, it'll be the like highlighted blue name with orange that you don't know. Sure, probably what's he got over on it? What is it? Oh, Ricky. Okay. Yeah, who knows? You guys hear my daughter's doggy crying? It
Mm-hmm.
was super dramatic. I don't think she's very happy about her sister passing. She's the first one to get. What? Okay. Lovers behind the scenes. Oh, Jesus.
See, that's what I don't get. If he said that he had worked with him since 2012, when I've heard him say that um, he had to go meet Ernie in person to really know who he was. And that was over at Tan Xander's, which was, well, everybody knows. What was that, 2020, 21?
I don't know. I gotta mute though. Mr. Chaotic's dealing with doggies, so it's gonna be loud for a minute. So I'll be back.
Okay. You can't believe nothing none of them says. I don't. Too many of them have proven themselves over and over to me.
I have a question for Gypsy. I want to know if she rang her bell obnoxiously loud this morning to get coffee. That's more
I
important
was
to me than
wondering if he's
the
going to
idiots.
ask that.
I really want to know that. Like, I legit think that's more important than the idiots we're talking about. Mr. Chaotic, you want to say hi to the chat?
Hi, chat.
He's half asleep.
We are still chit chatting it up, my friend.
You know, the one that
Us
doesn't exist for the last 10.5
vampires.
years.
Mhm.
Do you remember we waking you up to answer Ernie's questions?
Yeah. Fuck that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yep.
He's an
Fuck it
idiot.
with Peckerhead, he said.
The reason I woke you up is because I was like, you know, I've been with the same guy for 10.5 years, and he goes, "That's what you say."
You can't woke me up. What do you say about that?
He didn't say anything about that, and then he dipped off the live not too long after that. He wouldn't answer any more of my questions. Couponing with Donna says hi, Mr. Chaotic. Gypsy's laughing with
Truth
coffee
Rage.
cups. Is that a yes, Gypsy? Did you ring your bell obnoxiously loud so he could get you coffee?
Snow on the ground.
Truth raged his ass right on
Up
off of
here?
him.
Like,
Apparently, we got snow while I was jibber jabbering.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
He said not much, just enough to like cover the patio. Leslie should have just jumped in her car and drove here while she was live with me
I
for the
could
second night in a row.
between Jimbo's live and yours, I could be getting there right now.
I know.
From 10 till now, I've been be there. The time I stopped and got gas twice.
What's really going on? I think it's some kind of money making thing. It's just something to keep an eye on. It's better to keep an eye out. I mean, but I don't know how he would pay anybody. Like, let's be real. He's not getting what everybody thinks he is. Been fighting a sinus infection. It's coming handing. Yes, I have rang it crazy loud. It's perfect. Spectacular, Gypsy. I hope your sinus infection clears up, though. I got it too chaotic, same amount. Yeah, it's just enough to be annoying. Like, it's not even enough to look pretty.
I hate snow.
I don't
I
like the
hate
snow
it.
either, and I don't like the cold, but, like, I do like the money that comes with it, so I'm not going to complain when I
Yeah.
hibernate in my house. But, like, if you're going to bring snow here, at least make it worth my while. Like, make Mr. Chaotic money, and at least make it pretty when I look outside.
Yeah. Not ugly, nasty, sloppy.
Yeah, like,
I hate that old slushy shit, especially when a big snow comes and then it starts to melt off and they've salted and scraped the road and all the dirt is mixed in with the snow and then it's all over your vehicle and I hate that.
I had to make my own coffee and
Donna.
pour my own cup. Yeah, I mean, I would be depressed about that too, but here's the thing. I switched to decaf coffee because I thought maybe my body changed and caffeine was what kept me up all night. Yeah, that's clearly not the problem.
I've got to get myself lined back out. Oh, so used to I was in the bed by 7 or 8 o'clock.
I've tried for
Didn't
weeks to get my schedule back, and I just can't. I would
I've
say
got to.
Christmas Day, I probably do what does me in, where it switches, because we
Mm-hmm.
have a family tradition that starts at 6 a.m. and, well, we're past that right now, so I'm going to say I'm not going to sleep much on Christmas Day.
You open presents and you go back to bed, and I'll have to
Back to bed.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
have to
what.
be in bed first. Yeah, we'll do the 6 o'clock Christmas thing,
And then she'll go to bed.
and I'll go to bed for a few hours, and then my mom will be here, so I'll be tired Christmas night.
That's what I tried to
Back at
talk
7.
myself through today. I was like, I'm just gonna stay up. I'm not even gonna go to sleep. And then I think I died.
come on.
Yeah, so it was me going to bed at like 4 and being up at like 10, and then now I'm on this like 6 o'clock in the morning or later, and somewhere between 11 and 1 waking up. But like, it's just not working for my life, because by the time I get motivated, it's like 5 in the evening. And then by the time I really get into things, everybody else in my house is going to sleep. So then I'm trying to like
Going to
deep
bed.
clean or whatever, like silently. Like, you. Oh my, sir.
That's a feather, Donna. I think. I think it's a feather.
It's a feather.
I've seen somebody though with a roach beside their name in somebody's chat.
They probably are a roach.
A
That's what I.
cockroach.
It's gonna be my new like reference to idiots. I'm just gonna start calling them roaches. They just won't go away.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They just reproduce. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's where I heard that at, Donna. And Molly. I've heard Molly call Rap a roach.
He's just a baby roach.
He probably did, Gypsy. Listen, that's who I
Yeah,
watch more than
I'm
anybody on
maybe
YouTube is Upchurch.
publicly, but I doubt he did behind the scenes. I don't watch him. Sorry, I think he's kind of a psychopath too.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
he comes.
dog.
He's been a little crazy on a few lives, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I trust
Oh
you.
yeah, that's my boy and his mom. I love his mom to
I
death.
mean, I'm an
She's
asshole
going
and I
through
got a
some
mouth.
things.
I don't think I get anyone
She's
like psychopath tendency vibes to scare anyone
Harry,
off.
you a damn psychopath. Are you?
Generally, the people that don't like me is because they don't like my language.
Mm,
I'm just dropping it.
me too, Donna.
Like his
That's
music
what I.
isn't bad. I'm not a country person, don't get me wrong. But like it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. But like
Mm-hmm.
him, sometimes his lives just scare me. I'm like, you got issues, dude. Stop smoking weed.
Now he covers a lot of different genres. You would like some of his
I,
other stuff
I don't know because he doesn't like my
other
favorite.
than country.
He doesn't like my favorite. So
Who's your favorite?
Kane Brown.
Oh no, and they used to be pretty good buddies, but
Yeah,
I think they still are like
Jelly Roll.
on
Agree with that one.
speaking terms. Yeah,
Jelly Roll's
I've
a,
got I've got it's hard for me to speak about Jelly from where he used to be to where he is now, and
mm-hmm.
I've got mixed emotions about it. But I still like him. I think he's a good person and all, but I've got a lot of mixed emotions about Jelly.
He hangs out on the south side of Indy when he comes in town.
Oh, I hope Ryan hurries up and drops a tour date.
I just think they kind of stay in their own lane. Like you
Uh,
probably shouldn't cover certain things if it's just gonna make you look crazy.
who made the comment yesterday? I'm eating a Rice Krispie. Can you hear me crunching?
Like you like
Um,
crunching.
asking about Kylie's case. I was like, oh Lord, here we go again.
Yeah,
Mm,
good look for him.
got a lot of flack over it, but
Yeah, he's gonna keep getting that slack if he doesn't stop. He needs to stay away.
mm,
Just make your music and keep your people happy.
you got to love his passion though.
No, he comes off fucking crazy.
He is
And,
crazy.
and a little conspiracy. It's a little weird. I don't.
Yeah,
I can't
a
vibe with
whole lot. You know how I feel about that stuff already.
Yeah, I can't vibe with that shit. I'm not gonna take away from his music, but like, please just stay in your lane. Crime's not for you.
Yeah, I love his mommy to death.
But I'm always gonna
I
love
really
Kane.
love Miss Patty.
Sorry.
I messaged him a long time ago. Long time ago.
Do you like
Back
the
when he
way
first started.
he opens a balled up piece of paper for
Mm-hmm.
her entire show? No, she's everything about her is obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. Well, no,
Mm-hmm.
could help if he didn't throw the nonsense in.
Mm-hmm.
He could help spread the word, but then he gets all weird about shit. And no, it doesn't do good when he does that.
I think he's talking about financially and
No, I mean, maybe, but he can't retract every time somebody gets in trouble after he donates either.
no. Hell no, I've been pissed about that too though.
I mean, yeah, but like maybe just not
But
jump
you
the gun.
can't. Yeah.
Because he's made that mistake a few times. He just jumps the gun. Like, just back off a bit, watch for a while.
Gypsy, did he speak on Dolly or something? I've not seen nothing about it. I mean, I'm watching
I haven't watched either of them.
um
So I don't have time. That's my thing.
like dedicated to watching him and trying to keep up with him.
I mean, yeah, financially,
Oh,
he could help a lot of people, but like he can't just jump the gun and do it and then be like, oh, that's a shitty person. I want my money back. Like, no. I don't hear anything about Doug. Is he? Are you talking about what is that?
I'm talking about I was asking about Dolly. I've not seen him say nothing about that situation.
Are you talking about no thanks, Gypsy? Sorry, I had to think about his channel for a minute.
I think she's talking about
Well, he said Doug, and that's the only Doug I can think of off the top of my head.
oh, she's talking about him or from AWP.
They're both posting, but I think she's talking about no thanks because the comedy aspect of it, but I don't know.
I believe I heard that sugar pie.
Crap was
Maybe
his back. I heard him say that he did take someone's and there was going to be more he took, but I don't know who he was talking about specifically. We've been live for 3 hours, Leslie.
yeah. Jimbo's was a little bit over 5, and we went live right after his. He ain't did it live. I don't know if I'm sure he's done it live that long, but by him, that's when I was like, are you happy, Chaotic? Because we're always complaining that his lives ain't long enough. He's like, what am I going to do now? And that's why I was like, are you happy now?
No, I'm still not happy. I had to go live after the fact to occupy myself. He said he was removing some. I'll sleep good tonight whenever I make it to bed.
Shit, I laughed my ass off with them 2 lives. What was that? Yeah, well, listen, being up like this right here and talking, I'm usually up, but talking, I don't even know what I've watched and what I haven't watched, and what days I watched it. But them 2 lives with them 2 individuals right there, I was freaking. Was that? That's not for last, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking hilarious to me. I was laughing my ass off.
Well, last night we were wondering why we torture ourselves.
Oh yeah, on the phone. Yeah. It's like when your best friend falls down and you try not to laugh, and it's hard not to do that. It's just like watching this shit. You don't want to watch it, but it's hard to walk away from it.
It makes me appreciate my life.
Yeah. I thought about that last night after we talked about it. I've had it worse.
That's right. I mean, our lives could be so much more miserable, but, we're living pretty good.
I had it worse.
I mean, I've definitely had a rough couple months because, things.
Yeah.
But, it could be so much worse.
And it always gets better.
Yeah, I mean, my heart will heal in time. I'll grieve and
Amen,
mourn,
sister.
and
Yep.
I mean, it'd never be the same without. But we'll be able to move forward and remember things in other ways. So it's fine. I'm probably
No,
gonna end
Gypsy, I
this in
disagree.
6 minutes.
You see, I don't blame it on Southern Girl. I blame it on Ernie. He could have took control of that
Ernest,
situation when it all came out, and he didn't. And
real question: how many people's gonna watch the movie Ernest Goes to Jail on the 12th?
yeah, let me hush. Let me hush.
It's a good movie. I think we should all watch it. Every day that Ernest has court, we should watch that movie. To bring
Live
us all a
action.
little laughter.
What movie? What is that on? That's on the Turtle Man, ain't it? Live action. Is that what that's on? Is that who says that?
I was talking about the Ernest movies with the
Yeah,
weird, ugly guy.
it's called Talking in Code, Chaotic. You know how you do that talking in code. He was like, "Who's going to turn goes to jail on the 12th?" And I said, "Live action."
I don't know. I just want to watch Ernest go to jail on the television. I mean, it's just. I mean, the movie's just as dumb as the real life scenario. So why not?
It's been a long time since I've watched that movie.
I would if I could get away with it, but they would shut it down, Gypsy.
He said something of the sort, Donna.
He's related to fucking everybody. What an idiot. I know who he's not related to, and that's my Johnny. He can shut that shit down right now.
Like, Chaotic, you know that's his cousin.
No, it ain't. Motherfucker ain't even
Who
got a
was that
speckle
told?
of fucking water to
Oh, it was.
name.
Who was that told him they could see the resemblance? Was it Rose?
I don't know, probably fucking psychopaths.
I think it was told him that when he
Very
said
vocal.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no resemblance. Like, let's be realistic. Ernie is. Johnny Depp is beautiful.
He is. I didn't realize how good he could sing and play the guitar and stuff till
I got
sent you
so
them
many
videos
Johnny
and stuff.
presents. I got a Johnny Depp gnome that says it's time for a mega pint and has Johnny Depp's face on the side of the gnome's hat. I got a Johnny Depp record. I got a Hollywood Vampires Johnny Depp t-shirt.
Mm.
I got all the goods this year. And then I got some serial killer shit because, got to keep up on that. Oh, and some Edgar Allan Poe gothic shit.
You gonna put that in the office?
I clearly need more of that.
You gonna put that Edgar Allan Poe stuff in the office?
I don't know, because so I got a new Edgar Allan Poe book, and it's pretty impressive. Like, I've never seen this book. The artwork on the front is, like, amazing, and then there's pictures throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It may become a coffee table book, and maybe because obviously, like, all the creepy goods are coming back out after Christmas, but I don't know. Might just become my normal living room decor.
You're getting sleepy, Chicky. I'm just about.
He's
My eyes
probably
is
just
getting
resting
heavy.
in Kentucky before he goes to Georgia. Yeah, I need to leave. Like, probably in like 2 minutes.
He'll probably stay. He'll probably stay in Kentucky where he's got court on the 12th, which is just in a few weeks. If I was guessing.
I think he'll go to Georgia in between.
He may do that. She might come get him. I just don't see that working out, though, in all honesty.
I mean, he
For
wants to get laid before
numerous
he
reasons.
goes to court.
Well, he better go to Fields then. Oh, hell, he might. Let me hush. Lord, I was getting ready to say something awful.
Yeah, don't say that.
Oh,
You caught yourself.
get
I
ready
know
to
it
say
was bad.
something. I caught myself that time, but I didn't earlier, and I didn't mean to say that word. And it came straight out my mouth, and I about bit my tongue off after I said it. Boy, I had to go back and it's every time though. I go up on somebody's panel and then I can't help it.
Like, I
That's
just can't
earlier.
all the things that come out of my mouth. I get it. Me either.
Sarah was like, I was hoping you would come up. I was like, I promise you, no, I can't. I can't just. I wouldn't do that. I've done did it once, I think.
I feel like poor Sarah is gonna wake up and be like, "Why'd you guys go live and didn't tell me You were
She
asleep,
was
man.
asleep.
The
And
ninja
I'm
elf
like,
needs
bitch,
your
we didn't go to bed till 7 o'clock this morning, staying up alive.
Well, I still won't go to sleep when I go to bed. I'm just gonna go watch some nonsense on YouTube until I fall asleep to it. Because
That's what
I have to
I
listen to
started watching.
psychopaths before I go to bed.
I started watching. I think I was actually. I think it was playing when I woke up, or I might have fell asleep to it. One of the two. It had something to do with sleep, whatever it was. This morning or this afternoon, I was either falling asleep or waking up. But it's about a girl that was murdered. I think that video is about 6 months old. I'm trying to remember where it happened at. Oh, but I'm trying to figure out if it was her best friend or this other dude that was her friend, that was her best friend's roommate. And I cannot think of this chick's name, but I've got to go back and find that video because it was getting interesting.
You do what I do.
They
You
were,
keep listening to like these creepy ass true crime shit, and then you fall asleep, and the next day you wake up and you're like, "Where'd the video go? I need to finish it."
yeah,
It's exactly what I
I
do.
think either I dreamed that I subbed up to it or I did sub up to it. I'm going to have to go look and see, but they were questioning both of them guys, and it was really interesting to me. I got to go find it. I don't know. And then I have to let you know because it's a crazy story. It is. I know, Donna. That's what I said. We was talking about Sarah. Sarah's probably getting ready to get up. She don't sleep much either. Bless her heart.
She's gonna be trying to ask us a bunch of questions, and we're gonna finally be asleep.
I know. We're gonna sleep half the day away, and Sarah's gonna be wondering what's going on. If she sees it, oh Lordy, especially if she sees
Poor
how
ninja.
long we stayed on at Jimbo's and then you went live, she's gonna be like, "What the hell? What
Y'all
did you
never
all
do this shit to
do?
me, right?
I missed it."
She'd be like, "I
Yeah,
miss everything."
she
Poor
cracks
ninja.
me up so hard. I laughed at her so hard on the phone. The first time I ever talked to her, I couldn't breathe. It was so funny. Oh, she's comical. I can't wait for her to get her package. I'm so excited for that.
That's Tuesday.
So excited.
I
All
want
right, baby
mini.
Donna.
Yeah,
Huh?
I said it's killing me waiting for you to get it. But thank you to everybody that stayed up all night. Good morning to everybody. I hope
Yes.
you have a great day that just joined. We love you. Me and Leslie are out. It is way too early in the
Yeah.
morning, and I have guests in my house, so they're gonna wake me up at some point. So
I love you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Because we are the night crew. We are the night crew for real. And I'm sure we'll see y'all sometime through the day. Through here.
hopefully for
So, or
me, many hours, but probably not. But I love you guys.
yeah.
I will see you all later. Leslie, call me when you wake up.
Okay, sis. I will. I
All
love
right.
you all too.
Good night, everybody. Bye.